would.
Just because it's pretty.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
you're quite right. OK, so here, look, we've got the extra embellishments that perfectly match these corners. So I can either now take this one and make it and extend it, or I can take the smaller one, which is what I'm going to do.
Lovely stuff.
And I'm going to try and do all the stamping, and then I'll let you do a recap, and then you can come back to me before I start colouring in, because I want to show you how fab it looks. So I would normally change this and do opposites, but I'm just going to do this just to be quick. So I'm now going to extend this corner. Oh no, I'm going to have to do it, sorry, because it won't match. And it'll just bug me.
This is Mr.
Like.
Perfection, you see.
I know. I did think I could get away with it, but the wrong
look
way
at that.
around.
We can see straight away, Phil, how that is going to work, how you are extending that.
And it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
So easy to do. OK, let's get the other one.
Do you know, I'm with you as well on stamping off the page there, Phil, because, do you know, I think a lot of people would, if they bought a set of stamps like this and saw the frames, saw the corners, they would straight away think, right, I need to go so far from the edge, maybe give a centimetre, then I've got to match it up in the other corner, then the third corner, then the fourth, and you're never going to get it that accurate, even with your grids and things.
Make it easy on yourself, stamp off the edge, and then if you make a mistake, it's absolutely fine. I'll leave it at that. So instead of going, obviously I could go again and make the corner even bigger, but let's leave it at that.
Okay.
Because otherwise you'll be watching me stamping the same things for 20 minutes, and we don't want that. So I'm going to let that dry, and we're going to come to the little topper. So I love this, love doing this. So I'm going to do my sentiment first, and oops, oh
no.
Have ink on me. So I'm going to use my stamping platform for this, just so that I can position it properly.
Okay.
This is the elegant labels that I'm using here, the double debossed elegant labels, and this is the one that I've got the least stock of.
Oh, so you need to grab this one quick then. We do have them available at the moment, but will they last? $35.99, 117, 395. You've got 10 dies in that set, and again you're getting that magnetic sheet as well, which of course keeps everything nice and neat and safe.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this: if you're going for the one-day special and you haven't got these label dies and you can afford it, please treat yourself, because when you see me do this, look, so all of these will fit on there, but more importantly, you can actually go horizontally as well.
Can't you?
So every one of these will fit, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. We're going to do vertical, so let's have. Oh, too many choices.
They don't just fit, Phil, though. They leave the right amount of white space around them. That's the other thing. It's not just about fitting into a shape, it's leaving the appropriate amount around.
You'll notice when we come to put this card together, I've actually done a layer underneath and I'm leaving it plain white. So I'll show you on the original look. So on the when I was doing this, I usually message my sister up when I'm at various stages, and I'll go coloured, plain, embossed, plain. And I actually did an embossed piece that I splattered ink all over to go underneath originally, but that white space just absolutely makes that beautiful sentiment pop.
It does, doesn't it?
And we're going to do the same thing again. So let's just stamp this and try and cover up that little bit of ink. So let's get. I don't think it'll work, but we can but try. We can but try. Okay. So obviously I'm using VersaFine, so it means if you want to emboss this with clear embossing powder, you can do that. But I'm just going to leave it as plain ink for now. So the reason I've put my word in first, my sentiment in first, I mean, look at that.
Oh, fair.
Is that not just the classiest thing?
Oh, it is.
It's beautiful. Even if I say so myself. So I know people collect my sentiments as well, so I can tell you hand on heart that this is a brand new doodly font. I've never used it, it's a new one. Just
I can't believe how clear it is. It's such a beautiful font.
It's very elegant.
So readable it is. Yeah.
Very elegant.
Love it.
Oh, my earpiece just fell out. So remember, you could emboss on top of that. We're now going to go back to the flourishes, and we're going to do the big one. And I am going to do left and right. So let me just put one on a block and the other one on a block. And I'm doing this by hand on purpose because I've actually already done the die cutting.
Yeah.
So if you were doing this at home, you could absolutely use your scrap pieces of card, again from your matting from your matting and layering. I'm just going to show you because I've saved some of mine, look. So these are my scraps from my matting and layering, look. And you can see that most of them are big enough to actually stamp your word in and die cut around.
Yep.
So just save them and do that yourself, and then you can die cut afterwards. But we're going to do it and just stamp over the debossed. The debossed is really good on this. So we're now taking that actually looks really pretty before I do anything with it. It would even look pretty just with a little bit of ink around the edge or a bit of glitter around the edge, but we're going to change the whole look of this. And we're going to add this beautiful squirrely font. Where shall we go? Where shall we go? What's too many choices? I'm trying to get as much of the swirl in as I can. That's the only reason I'm twisting it around. There we go. So remember, you do need to go for the other one.
Oh, lovely. Love it.
Look, see what a difference it makes. Wait till it's coloured in, because that really makes a massive difference.
Do you know
I love monochrome anyway.
Yes, I know. And the more I look at these stamps as well with the flourishes and the way you can build those frames up, do you know, it doesn't matter what is going to be on your card. It could be just a sentiment. It could be toadstools and fairies.
Yeah,
you know, you could build a frame and a glade there. It could be Christmas would work as well. You could add little berries and things like that as well, if you wanted to, onto the flourishes. Definitely for all seasons, all occasions, male, female, of any age.
Well, we've got Father's Day we've got Fathers, Mothers and Day and Happy included on the occasional set.
Oh, nice.
So, so you can actually do, well, there is a Father's Day. Oh, it's right in front of you, Catherine.
Father's Day. Oh, there is. So there is. Yeah, well, Mother's Day is first in March, obviously, and then Father's Day, I presume, is June, isn't it? So, not the way time's going, it won't be long before it's here. Loving, again, the stripe, the bold stripe that's been used from the paper pad there as well.
Yeah.
Wow, 30% of the stock has gone on the one-day special already. We do have queues on the phone lines as well. That's those labels again there as well, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah.
Details at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, works every single time, doesn't it? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you can use the web or the app, please do.
Yeah, Karen's made that, and if you look at the outer edges, she's done it landscape, and she's just done a hint of the scrolly flourish at the edges of the label.
She has.
And it's just enough for a masculine card, yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? Very, very elegant.
That's one of your little scraps as well, isn't it? Where you can make use of your little scraps in a stamp.
Yeah. Wait, so I'm going to be using them loads tomorrow. So I'm going to let you do a recap. I'm just going to show everybody where I'm at. It'll just give my VersaFine time to dry. So this is before I've coloured it in. And already it looks gorgeous.
Does, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just going to let you bring everybody up today while I get my
right, well,
ready.
we'll do that because we are so busy. Now, don't forget, this is a why not deal. So if you're wanting to purchase this deal and you're not a Freedom member, you can join for £5.97. You are saving, look at this, £14.49 as a Freedom member. So do the maths. You've still got extra savings and you've got the benefit of being a member for at least a month. You can opt in and out, remember. Now, when it comes to the one-day special itself, you've got 70 individual stamps. There are 4 individual sets there. Those beautiful flourishes, you've got 2 different versions. You've got the very fine, beautiful, pretty flourishes. And then, of course, you've got almost a double flourish there, which gives you those areas. If you want to add colour, you can. You can, of course, just print. You can emboss. You can do whatever you wish with them. Teaming these with anything else that you've already got from Phill. You know, it could be other papers. It could be other dyes. Of course, the dyes we've got on the show work perfectly, don't they? That colour palette in the papers there, 190 GSM is what you're looking at there. You've got 4 different designs, 5 different colours. There are 40 sheets in total. They're single-sided as well, which I really like sometimes because then you're not having to think, oh, which side do I go with? You know, you just choose and you work with it. You can overstamp, you can spray, you can emboss onto those as well. But I'm with Phill on this. Do you know, mustard is one of those colours that in the past it's not really appealed to me that much, but now I absolutely love it, and I can so see how beautifully the mustard in particular works in that set. That deep dusky pink in there. They're not too wishy-washy, are they, Phill? They're beautiful. And I think Phil's absolutely right. These fall right in between, you know, that shabby and that chic, that grunge and that pretty. Perfectly falls in the middle, so I think there's something to suit absolutely everybody. Now, we've got so many samples here. There's some beauties on the front of the counter. I think they'll be changed up throughout the show so you can see something different as well. And because the design team works so hard and we've got so many to get through, I'm just going to throw in as many as I can, as often as I can. I like to do this when I'm giving the numbers. I try to show the samples at the same time, but we can't miss those on the front of the screen there. Now, don't forget, we've got Flexi Buy as well. A third of the one-day special has already gone. You can split the cost down. If you are going for the pens as well, or if you're wanting to throw any of those dies in while we've got the stocks, you can split the cost also. Don't forget about that. If you're not going for the one-day special and you're just going for the pens, you're going for all 4 sets, you'll have enough, of course, to split the costs anyway, because you'll be, you know, adding into your basket more than £60. Now, it doesn't matter whether the papers are being used or not in these samples. It just shows you the versatility of the stamps. But the papers, again, you know, even if you're not using the stamps and you're using the papers, you can do that as well. Look at the flowers you've got. I know we've got flowers on the website as well. We've got them on the show. I'm sure Phil's going to bring those in at some point. But look at the beautiful frames here, building up in so many different ways. Do you know, I'm adoring all of those labels that I'm seeing on these cards as well, using those different stamps in the same way as Phill is just doing now, but changing it up to a different design. This is a completely different design to the one Phill has just stamped with as well. This is a pretty one. Look at this. Oh, wow. Completely different colour again there. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, this is nice as well. Oh, I think we've lost Phill. I think we've lost him. We will be back to him in a second, but I do want to show you as much as possible. We are very, very busy. Loving these sort of music. Oh, I found another one. I'm so sorry. One of Linda's. Look at that. I love that colour combination. Beautiful. Phill, you said about the hexagon and how beautifully the stamps work with the hexagons, and this is one sample that proves that.
Yeah, there is one somewhere that I've done that's got, I don't know where it is because there's piles of them, where I've actually done just simple stamping on around the edge of the octagon.
I'll see if I can have a rummage while we're on you, and see if I can find it here. It might be at the back, but we'll have a look, see if we can find it. It's a hexagon, you said, didn't you?
Octagon.
An octagon. We'll have a look for it. I don't know if our lovely director's just found it. What colours is it, Phill? Can you remember?
It's black and white with... And the colouring in on the stamp
I'm going to look for it here, see if I can find it while we watch you.
It'll be in there somewhere.
Because you've got the watercolours there, haven't you? You're working with the watercolours now.
I'm just doing my base coat while you do that, because you don't want to watch me for 20 minutes doing this.
Well, we'll remind you of those pens because Phill is using them. Let me just give you those details again for the one-day special. 224373. £8 saving you if you're not a Freedom member. Just to remind you again, $14.49 as a Freedom member. It is Why Not deal. Let's show you that Flexi basket as well, or the payments that you're going to pay if we split it down. 2 payments of £29.23, so you can spread the cost. Do you know, if you can do that and you can afford to throw the pens in or some of the dies as well, you will not regret it, will you? Let me just tell you, over a third of the stock of the one-day special has already gone. We're not even through the first hour. Of course, Phil's back again tonight at 8 o'clock. There are sales in between shows as well. You've got to remember that. It doesn't stop dead at the end of the hour. We still take those sales in between the shows. And we're busy in Europe and America as well, so I'd like to say a very good evening here in the UK from us to you too. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's have a reminder of those pens before we get back to Phill. I know Phill wants to get his base coat down. We are busy on each of the sets. Remember, you've got 4 different sets here. No repetition whatsoever in any of those colours. Yes, you'll get more blues. Yes, you'll get more greens, the reds, the pinks, the oranges. In between those sets, they will vary, but no repetition. Now, let's have a look at the details for these. So, set number 1, that's the one we've got here. Details on the screen right now for you. So, 24 brush pens. Look at the nibs on these when we come in close as well. Superb quality. You're also getting the 2 water brushes in there as well. It just opens up more options. 334739 is the item number, and you've got those different nibs on those water brushes as well. Now, the set number 2 is at the bottom there, so we'll have a look at the colours here as well for you. Item number 845273, £29.99 again there. Again, you're getting the 2 water brushes. So think about it. If you're going for all sets, not only are you getting, well, that would be 24 is 48, that would 96 pens, and you'd get 8 water brushes. I've just done that right, haven't I? Yes. Did I do that right? I did. My brain's working. Yes. Love it when my brain works as a calculator. Nobody has to tell me. You've got to keep sharp. Then let's have a look at set number 3. Set number 3 coming up next. You can see, oh, we've got some nice greys in there as well. Very, very important to have the greys. Of course, we hear that all the time. Set number 3, item number 170420. Again, £29.99. Those 2 water brushes included. And set number 4, we'll have a little look at that one as well. those beautiful colours once again. Just a reminder, or if you missed at the beginning of the show, if you just joined us, when the current stock has gone, there will be no reordering this year. Not at all in between now and the end of 2021. So you need to grab yours now. Even if you've got some of these and you're loving them, double up on your sets to make sure you've got plenty. Right, we're going to go over to the website because we've got lots more there. Don't forget, the same thing applies with this, well, many of the dies we've got on the show, because, of course, the stock will not be reordered this year. We've also got the pick and mix of the cardstock there. Any three, and you've got packs of 20 sheets there. There's some beautiful colours, so 60 sheets in total. Look, you've got beautiful colours. You've got the wonderful sort of soft muted colours there. You've got your brights, you've got your earthy colours, you've got your sky, your blues, your greens, a whole array. Look at that fabulous fuchsia. Oh, I'm loving that one. Then you've got those mustards and yellows in there as well, so something to work with. All of those watercolour pens, actually. So if you're going for the pens, think about the cardstock you're going to use as well when you're colouring in with those pens. Wonderful stuff there. Right, so much to choose from, isn't there? Very, very busy on the one-day special, very busy. Phill, how are you getting on?
Right, so you're back to me.
Hey!
So all I've done while Catherine was just keeping you all updated is, once you've got all your pens home, you'll be able to do what I've done and put them in, well, you can put them in whichever works for you. You can put all your blues together and what have you, which is what I've done. But then you can see using, oops, where are you? Then you can see using the tips, you get a rough idea. So I already know, look, that these two pens will work perfectly with these two
nice.
colours of cardstock. Remember, it's totally turquoise and zingy chartreuse is one of my favourite combinations at the minute. So what I've done is I've just laid a base coat of the chartreuse colour with my water brush. Now I've used, you do get water brushes included with all 4 different sets of the watercolour blending brush pens. Into a mouthful. I'm going to have to start naming things with short names.
Give them abbreviations.
However, if you can treat yourself, because tomorrow you're going to see me using these, you've got, I hope these are on the show now, I've told everybody, you've got the flat brush ones, we've got a set of extra ones, and these are different to the ones in the pen sets. So you do get a couple of little flat ones, yeah, in the pen sets, but you don't get this size, and this I know is worth its weight in gold for doing backgrounds and things. So if anybody, well, I'm going to tell you to do it, just go and have a look at how much a flat tip water brush cost, because I know that my small one cost me 15 quid when I bought it originally, and that was just for one. Anyway, I'm just going to put that out of the way. So I'm using my longer brushes. They're obviously a bit longer as well, so they hold more water.
Okay.
So I've done my base coat with the chartreuse colour, and I'm now just going to do some little highlights, and I'm going direct with the pen. I've not coloured particularly well, but you know what, it works.
It looks wonderful to me.
It still works. So I'm now just going to use the fine tip of these, and this is what makes them fab, and I'm just doing little hints, look, of the turquoise colour. You don't need to be a colourer. I'm going to water this as well, and wait till you see when I add a little bit of water to it. You don't actually need to if you look. It looks pretty just as it is, just adding the two-tone, and then I'll show you how it looks when you put it on the card. You can see that sort of green hue coming through, can't you, Phill, there as well? That blend is beautiful. Yeah, and do you know what I love? I love being able to match, you know, me in coordination. I love being able to match everything, so once you've got all the pens, you know you're going to be able to, find a colour. It's a good job I'm not worried about going out the lines, isn't it? Look at that. Shocking. Somebody needs to teach me how to use these pens. So I'm just adding a little bit of colour because I want you to see how this looks when you go back in and mottle some water on it. So just try and, you might as well get as many ideas as you can from me while I'm here. So to do, because I'm not back now until the end of February. Oh. I know, it feels like ages since I saw you all, and it's going to be ages again before you see me. So I'm just following
be here before we know it.
Well, the end of February is a very special event.
Is it really?
It is indeed, but I'm not telling you anymore just yet. Oh. Not just yet.
Might be able to guess, actually.
But hey-ho. So I actually kind of like, on one of the samples I've done, I've purposefully gone out the lines anyway, and it looks like, you know, like when shabby chic is distressed and purposefully shabby, it actually looks like that. So I'm just colouring in. I'm sorry, I know it's the most boring thing, but it'll be worth it.
Well, I don't think it's boring at all, because you're showing us techniques, you're showing us how the pens are, you know, so easy to use as well. We can see that beautiful nib on there as well, that beautiful flex you're getting from the brush nib. And you can see how fine you can colour with them as well, Phil.
You want to say that again, sorry?
You can see how finely you can colour with them with that nib.
It's a very fine nib. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it mottled. So, top tip for you, when you're doing two-tone, which is what I'm doing here, do your light tone first, which is why I did the base coat of the chartreuse colour, because it's the softest. We're also going to flick some colour as well, which most people wouldn't think you can do this with. You would think that you'd need paint or something to do the flicking, but you can actually do it with your water brush and these pens. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So all I'm doing is just adding that little bit of turquoise colour, and then we're going to bleed it out a little bit with some water. And luckily, I can't remember which set of pens it is, but you've got a super, super fine water brush in one of the sets. I think it's set 1. Yeah.
Yeah, set 1 has the fine tip in there and a flat tip.
Okay, so I will find this is my fine one. So I'm now not adding any more colour. I'm literally, let me come back to the sentiment. I now just want water, make sure there's no colour on that. You notice I've changed to my blending mat so that you can see the colours.
Oh, that's a good tip.
So now I just want water. You can see how much colour I've got on there. And we're just going to stipple that. So I'm not actually brushing over it, I'm just stippling it. And I promise you, please be patient when you're doing this, because you look and you think, well, it's not actually done anything, but it does. As soon as the water starts, and I'm not using watercolour card, this is just my pure white card. So can you see already where, as it's drying in at the tip there, ignoring the bit where I've gone out the lines, it's blending the two colours together, and it's giving you a lovely mottled
It's got
look.
That lovely softness to it where it's blended.
It's lovely, and then when you put it next to the card, which I'm going to do in a second, when you put it next to the card, it actually makes the two colours of the cardstock blend with everything. And I'll just put one of these flowers in while you're watching me do that, because the flowers were done in exactly the same way. You may as well look at something pretty while I'm just doing this.
Oh, so you've done... Did you stipple those as well then? You just added the colour then stippled?
So I did, yeah. So I did these exactly the same as I've done here with the base coat of the lightest colour, and then I just did some scribbles. You can actually see, look, if you look properly, I've done some scribbles with the turquoise, and then I got loads of water on my mat and just stippled it with the and I use the flat brushes for that, because you get more water, you get a quicker coverage, and then I've just flaked loads of gesso all over them.
I love the effect of those.
I said on my face, actually, I can't remember which card I did on Facebook last week, but if you find me on Facebook, Sentimentally Yours on Facebook, you'll see the video I did last week where we did that. When I say we, it was me. So do you want to do anything just while I carry on doing it?
The details on the screen for set 1 of those pens, actually, they're just here. In fact, I've got something else to show you as well, if I'm going back to the pens. Just going to head over there so you can see these properly. Set 1 in particular, very, very busy indeed. Do grab these while you can. Don't forget the stock goes. We're not going to see this come back during 2021. They will not be reordered. Phil, never say never, Phil says, but definitely not during this year. So grab these while you can. Set 1 is there with the fine nibs. Set 2 underneath. No repetition, remember, those colours there. So you can see you've got 2 water brushes in here as well. We're just going to change the details because it's different item numbers for the sets here. So set 2 is the one that's on the screen now. So you've got the 2 water brushes in there as well. The fine one was in set number 1, remember. So 845273 is for set 2. Set 3 is coming up for you. Keep an eye always at the bottom of the screen for the different item numbers as well, because we'll always share things at the bottom there as well. In fact, set number 1 is still at the bottom there. All of these are now very, very busy. I'm not surprised if you can afford to go for each and every one, do so. If you're not going for anything else and you are going for all 4 sets, you can still open up that flexi because you're spending over £60. Item number 170420 is for set 3, and then for set 4, we've got different details again. And I've got to tell you, this is where the stickers come in as well, and I have grabbed ours so you can see them. I know Phil has picked up the set that he didn't mean to pick up to show you first of all, but what Phil has done is colour coordinated or colour coded right through his sets. If you've got all 4, take those colours out and put all your blues together or your greens together. What happens here with the stickers is you can see those individual colours. and mark them onto your boxes as well. So it's up to you. You can keep them exactly as they arrive, or you can coordinate them in those boxes yourself. Very, very busy on the pens as well. Remember, different item numbers for different sets, so make sure you choose wisely. Don't replicate. Go for one of each if you can. Wonderful stuff there. Everything on the website, of course, as well. Now, also, we've got some tweezers for you as well. Now, the tools, you might have spotted these, always busy. We do have the tweezers in stock again for you. So we've got 3 different styles of tweezers. I know Phil has chosen these, had these made specifically for different jobs as well. So you've got your straight pointed, you've got your curved pointed, and you've got your flat nose rounded as well. I'm just going to take the end of this one. So these are your flat nose rounded as well. Do you know, there's a pair of tweezers for every tool. I'm sure you'll see Phil using these throughout, but even picking up your gems as well. And of course, we're picking up all those bits and pieces, your die cuts, where you're stamping, if you've got collars on there and you want to dry them. 618 616 is the item number, only $14.99. The quality of those, again, exceptional. Then we do have some more tools for you as well. Let's have a look at this next bundle. So you've got the pokey tools and the pick-up tools. Now, the pick-up tools are really interesting, actually. So if you've got those gems, you've got kind of that sticky end there. So all you do is touch that onto your gems and it will pick them up for you. Very, very useful indeed. But you've got various different ends here on those tools. So a fine embossing ball there. You've got the pokey tool here with the point on there. I love that as well because, look, it goes from very fine to a thicker pokey tool. So you can go with your larger holes in there as well, use it as a bradawl. Do you know, just a wonderful selection again. There you've got that pointer tool again. That's very sharp, that one, so remember about keeping the caps on as well. So different tools there for you, $11.99. Great duos, 974186 is the item number. We're still busy on those phone lines as well, so do, if you can, go to the website or the app. We will get to you, but you want to be checking those baskets out because we're busy across the board. Right, okay.
I've got 4
How are you getting on?
I just heard that, so I'm panicking slightly. Right, so let's just do some flicking. So this is the difference it makes when you start adding a little bit of colour. Yeah, so you saw how it looks before the colour, and look at the difference it makes now once you add a little bit of colour. Yeah, and remember, once you've got your pens and your stamps home, you're going to be able to change everything to coordinate just based on the colours. So we're going to do some little splatters. So I'm using the water brush, yeah, and I'm just going to do the chartreuse first because it's the lightest colour. And look how easy that is. And I love this because it's so. My producer's just asked me which I don't know because I've put all mine together. It's just asked me which set this colour comes in now. But you'll see it's like a limey looking green.
Well, we have a limey green in set number 1. If I point that out.
Could be, can't remember.
Although we have a limey colour in set number 2 as well.
Yeah,
but they
get
are
them all and then you know you've got
They are different. There isn't a limey one in set number 3 though, so that narrows it down a little bit. I wouldn't say it's in set number 4 either. I think the greens are more leafy or bright greens. I think it's got to be set 1 or 2 there. I'm going for set 2 actually, is it?
Can't help you. I'll put all mine in order.
Just get them all.
That's why I saved myself a set.
Get them all. You know you've got it then.
That's why I saved myself a set that had that hadn't been reorganised. Right, so let's just pop this together. So I'm trying to get this card finished. So do you see what I mean about having that lovely white space? So I would normally glitter that. In fact, I might do it after the hour.
Phil, I'm with you with those dies as well. The double deboss dies, those labels, work beautifully, don't they? The first sample that Phil's got is done with ovals, but this one here, been very busy on those. Remember, again, when the stock has gone, it will not be reordered again this year. Not this show, not this one-day special, this year. About half the stock has gone on these as well. They've been very, very busy. 10 dies in total, and you do get the magnetic sheet. I know we've been busy on the squares as well. Any of the dies, those nested dies, do look at grabbing them while you can because they will not be back this year.
So I've just rolled my kitchen roll over that. I wouldn't normally do that. How many? Minute and a half? Oh no! Right, I don't normally ever do this, but I'm just doing it for quickness because I want to try and get these flowers on before.
Phil, I swear I'm not distracting you. Keep going. If you can just glance over through our shield and tell me, give me a nod or a shake of the head if this is the card we were talking about earlier.
Look at that. Sorry, I'm not. Were you talking to me?
Yes.
Was you?
Is that the card we were
Yes,
talking
it
about?
is, yeah, sorry.
It's all right, you can carry on.
I'm on flower duty now.
Now, we're not coming away
Well, the
from
one
Phil.
day
We want to
special.
see this finish, but one day special, almost 40% of the stock has gone in the first hour. There is another hour. I've got to remind you again, we see so many sales in between the shows as well. So even if we come off saying 40%, it could have changed by the time we get to 8 o'clock. We're staying with Phil, though. We're seeing the final hurdle of this card.
You do know I don't
love
just put
those
3 flowers on a card, don't you?
Oh,
Look at that, though, already.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And I'm just going to have I got time to bring the other one in quick? 20 seconds.
Oh. Well, I'm getting your card sample ready as well, so as I'm counting out, we can see
I'll put the
that.
little flowers on after, but look how different they look.
Oh, stunning.
That shows you how good these stamps are when you can do something like
beautiful. Go for the one day special, 224373. This is that card. Look, the octagon with those stamps works beautifully. One of Phil's. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, where does the time go? But we've got more coming up later. But for now, we've got Crafts 2 coming up. And then Phill is back at 8 o'clock. And then, of course, we've got Storage Happy Hour for you.
Hi, I'm Andy from Picture This. I've been a painter all my life. Picture This was actually formed on the back of a throwaway remark from one of my art students. This has developed my drawings into a series of photopolymer stamps, clear stamps for the crafting community and the crafting industry. The stamps are all hand-drawn by me, they're made in the UK, most important to us at Picture This, and we have so much more to bring. Our shows on Hochanda, we hope to make them informative, amusing obviously, entertaining, but mainly it's about bringing the creative spirit to you. Make sure you tune in and watch the Picture This shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Lucy from Sweet Poppy Stencils, the Craft Station Limited. We're a craft retailer and we specialise in stainless steel stencils. Our stencils are manufactured in metal. This allows us to have designs that are intricate. We also have new products coming on board, our craft bonds, our pole drops, and our acrylic paints are joining us. We've recently joined Hochanda and we're really excited. This allows us to demonstrate and show our products. We know customers like seeing the demonstrations, so make sure you tune in and don't miss the Sweet Poppy shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Vicky. We are the Stamping Sisters
From Stamp Addicts. We'd started our family-run business in 1992 when we were importing rubber stamps from the USA.
But now we design and manufacture them all here in-house in our shop in Bedfordshire.
We make grey rubber stamps and we make them as deeply etched as we possibly can so that you can use them in many different ways.
On our shows on Hochanda, we like to give you lots of different techniques to use with the stamps, different ways that they can be used and ideas.
We hope that we can inspire you to get out your stamps and have a play. Look at all the different designs we've got. We've got Christmas, we've got scenic, we've got cute and furry. There's something for everyone.
Make sure you don't miss the Stamp Addict shows
On Hochanda.
Did you know you can continue watching Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for free using your smart TV? It's just like watching us on your computer or tablet, only now we'll be on your large screen smart TV. Follow these easy steps to get your smart TV set up. Firstly, make sure your smart TV is connected to the internet. either through a wireless connection, if your TV supports it, or via the Ethernet port on the back of your TV. If you're not already connected, use your remote control and select network settings through your TV's menu and follow the instructions to set this up. Remember to have your router's password to hand, whether you're using a wired or wireless connection. This should be on the side or bottom of your router. You can always refer to your TV's help menu or instruction booklet for more information. Once you are set up, press the Smart Hub dedicated button on your remote. This will vary between brands, but it's usually located at the centre of the remote. This is where you'll find your internet web browser app. Select this to open and then type hochanda.com into the search bar, and this will take you to our website homepage, which includes our live broadcast and access to previous shows. So now you can watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV, whenever you feel crafty.
Lovely, hello, good after... No, it's good evening. It's 7 o'clock, isn't it? And of course, I always have to say my favourite phrase because we are in for fun and frolics with John Lockwood.
Yay, jazz hands. That's why I get to do jazz hands. That's why I love doing shows with you, Alex.
Now, okay, this is an exclusive bundle. It's a beautiful mandala collection. I can only get it here on Hochanda, and it's something I know that John really wanted to create for you. So let's see what we get in here. Are you all right, John? Excellent. Good stuff. So we are 70% of the stock gone. So do you want to tell us a little bit about, you know, the inspiration and...
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to do... I love mandalas, I think we all do. Yeah. I've always wanted to do one. And the idea was that we would do it as the limited edition.
Okay.
And the limited edition has a sort of dual thing. So it is a limited amount of stock.
Okay.
Will not be repeated. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's on the packaging, it says the limited edition collection. Right. But it allows me to try out things that I want. It's a little bit selfish.
No, it's good.
So I've always wanted to do a mandala. I love the idea of the die. I wanted to put a stamp combination with it.
Yeah.
I love the corners. This is actually using the waist corners.
Is it?
So it's not freedom, because I have the amazing freedom to draw what I want to.
Yeah.
And, you know, I get to get some brilliant designs through. But the limited edition allows me to try something.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense. And say, do you like this? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's almost a thank you as well to the John Next Door sort of customers.
Yeah.
And it's saying, you know, you can have something that there's not going to be thousands of. Mm-hmm. That it's not going to be everywhere. That you're not going to be, you know, everyone's got it. It's going to lay something. Oh yeah, I've got that. Oh yeah, do you like that? And we all have that.
Absolutely.
We do love that.
Yeah.
You know, we all love to. And I know it's awful, and it's not how we should be. But we all love to go say, yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, did you not?
Yeah. So you heard it here. This is a limited edition. Put my teeth in. Exclusive to us here at Hochanda, and once this is gone, this is gone. Not going to be doing another run.
No, we won't do any more. There's no more stock sort of hold up anywhere.
Yeah.
I think we've committed all of the stock to you, so this is the only place it's available from, and it's only available in this combination. You know, the dies are not going to be available elsewhere.
Yeah.
The only thing we've actually done is the paper pad, because that to me is a consumable.
Yes.
Which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I love this. You've got those amazing different patterns, pot, spots, stripes, planes, hearts, you know, everything. Absolutely beautiful pad. We've made this available on the end of call, or, you know, the free delivery item.
Oh, nice.
So if you do want a second one of these, you are going to be able to get an additional one of these. So we have genuinely thought about it.
Excellent. So if you put your mandala collection in your basket, here we go. Lottie's going to check out for us. And there you go. And we've got lots of other end of calls as well. Totally. A lot of people always want to go for two. Always.
Well,
yeah.
I'm a two paper pad person, as everyone knows. There is one to use and one to sniff.
Yes, absolutely.
But I will never, the patterns in here, like those little squares and things, the plain black embosses beautifully.
Oh, the plain black.
So the plain black, because it's a gloss black.
It is, you can see that.
It embosses absolutely beautifully, as well as creating a background. But these, you know, monochromes you're going to use all the time, literally, so you're going to keep going back to it. So I bought myself an extra paper pad as well.
Excellent, look at that. And then, of course, let me show you the dies. So do you want to talk through the dies?
Yeah, so what you've got is, there's two die sets in here. The first one is the mandala itself, and in that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies.
Okay.
So you've got 3 sections that cut into your card with all the detail. And then you've got the 3 outside dies that cut them out if you want to.
Yeah.
So what you've actually got is, you've not got 6 dies, you've got a combination of about 12. Because, of course, you can put them together. You can do them in different ways. So you've got so many different combinations.
Nice.
Then you've got the mandala corners, which were drawn at exactly the same time. But what I've done is given you 4.
Yeah.
Because to me, I am not bothering to cut. I've got one of the corners here. Now, no way, life is far too short for me to cut this corner
4 times individually, yeah.
By the time I've cut that out, you know me, I've lost the will.
Yeah.
I really have. What I'll be able to do is to pick it up and have 4 corners with one pass of my machine.
Nice.
Or be able to place them on a piece of card and cut the corner in, which I will show you probably in the first demo.
Lovely. So those are your dies, but that's not all. We've also got our fabulous stamps. Here we are. Hopefully you can see them okay.
Yeah, so in here you've got the stamps, and the stamp is actually being designed the same as the mandala. The die came first, the stamp was second. So what I've actually done is, if I actually grab, I've got my stamp set here, I can actually grab it and show you a little bit better if you want to.
Yeah, that would be great.
But you can see there, I mean, you can see how many times I've inked this.
Yeah.
You've got all of the detail, but it's a different detail to you get in the die.
Yeah.
So you've got this little things we couldn't do in the die. So whilst that is the same pattern, it gives you a different look.
Oh, okay.
Completely. Yeah. But of course, this die cuts out that pattern. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the centre die cuts out that flower in the centre.
Brilliant.
But what you've also got is another little mini centre, which is that flower shrunk down.
Cute, yeah.
But you've then got the sentiments. And I have to thank my friend Maxine for these, because I think she gave me all of these. But you've got 2 which are quite sort of cutesy. So you've got, I have to do this way. You don't look a day older than you did yesterday, or than you looked yesterday.
Yeah.
And could any day be nicer than a birthday?
Oh, yeah.
But you've then also got, just let me know how old we're telling people you are now.
Now that is my favourite.
Yeah, because that to me is really good. And at our age, we've seen it all, we've heard it all, we've done it all. We just don't remember it all.
And very true indeed it is.
Yeah, that is me, definitely, to a T. So rather than just put the usual happy birthday sentiments in, it's allowed me to be that little bit freer with the sentiments as well. So I just hope, and I'm really pleased and shocked, to be honest, how many people seem to like it as much as I do.
It's been really, really super busy. And not only that, you've popped in some lovely gems for us.
Yep, so you're going to get the Crafty clear gems.
Yeah.
And we've put the clear in so that you can actually... I've got them here, actually.
Oh, cool.
I stole the gems.
Oh, you stole them.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's all right.
And I touched them earlier, so I can't pass them over.
No, you can't. It's all right.
Sorry. But you'll see they're like an Aurora Borealis. So you can see here.
There you go.
But they're clear
Yep.
because you can colour them with your alcohol pens.
Brilliant.
To make them any colour to match in. And
Washi
you get the
tape.
2 rolls of washi tape.
Amazing. And that tones brilliantly with the paper
It
pad.
matches with the paper pad, it matches with the style, it matches with that. This is the card I made on the earlier show.
Yeah.
And this is just using... So, again, if I clear that out, because I've got so many things around. I just get so excited about this.
I know.
That's the mandala die just cut. You can see how the washi tape really simplifies it in. But then you've got the sentiment on, and then I've used the paper pad inside.
Yeah.
But that looks finished. Does that make sense?
It
Because
does.
it's got that gloss paper.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It looks finished and expensive inside, and you see through the stripe and the spots.
Yeah.
So a really
absolutely
simple, quick card
glorious.
to make.
Yeah.
Really easy to do.
There we go. I love that sample. And I've got some more beautiful, because your design team are fabulous. Look at this. This is a beauty,
I love this.
isn't
This is
it?
one of Julie's. She's used the square seam box that we've put on the show.
Yeah.
But what she's actually done is you see how the mandala fits into it?
It's perfect.
So it still fits as part of like a chapter in the book of the John Next Door.
Yeah.
So it works with all of them and it works with all the dies I've done. But just 3 times, but with that elephant and that paper, it looks so different.
It does, doesn't
to
it?
just a monochrome one.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this one here. Look at that. So there's your monochrome.
So again, that's just using black and white, cutting it in black and white card, and then using the paper pad in the background. The corners are sort of hidden in there. The flowers don't look at because you won't see those till next Tuesday.
Oh, don't look at it. Okay, and this is absolutely a stunner. I need to name check, actually. So this one's by Julie.
So this is another one by Julie, where again, but I love the box with this because it fits in beautifully. The corners fit on all 4 corners.
Yeah.
She's done it in the grey. But again, when you tip that to the side or the bottom, you don't see any foam tape, any workings.
No.
The box really professionalises it.
It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, and then we've got, of course, we've got your glitters on the show.
We have, and there's a little light on that one as well.
Oh, I love the lights. I love the lights. Oh, wait. Oh.
But I'll
This
be
makes me
demoing that
happy.
second on this show, so I'll be showing you exactly how we make that in the second demo.
I'm so
And it's
glad
a
you
lot
saved it.
easier than you would think.
Because then I can start making them.
Yes,
Then I'll know.
you can. Yeah, you
Excellent.
really can. It is genuinely that easy.
Oh, amazing. Shall I show a few more?
Cool.
Yeah, because you've got so many brilliant ones. Oh, who was that by? Who was that by? Or did you do that one?
That was me.
Oh, excellent. That was by John. And then the next one, this is by Leslie. She's used some really nice rich colours there. Again, that's so
Again, but
gorgeous.
she's used there, that's the waste from the corners cut into card.
Clever.
Not the actual corners placed on it. So she's then got those 4 white corners to use on a different project.
Brilliant. I'll do one more, and as ever, oh, I like what you've done here. Oh, who's done this? Leslie's done here. So she's kind of split it in 2. She's elongated it.
She has. She's just literally cut it in 2 and put a border across the middle. But it gives you that beautiful finish. It gives you something that little bit different.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do is I wanted to do the mandala, but I didn't want it to be just a mandala.
Yeah.
Because we've got those.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've got that. And I didn't want it to be just a doily. I wanted to put the die and the stamp and everything together and make it multi-layer so you could really build it up or make something really simple.
Excellent. Right, super, 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 super busy. So you're going to get the dies, the stamps, the paper pads, the washi tape, 2 of those, and the gems. It's only $24.99 because you always bring us reasonable prices as well. We are over 70% of the stock gone. Item number is 969153. Okay, we've also got, here it is coming onto the screen. This is the square seam box that we just saw on some of the samples. So if you can, pop both into your basket. £23.99, 754780. You can also shop ahead for the power tape. You're getting 10 metres in length. Is it 10 metres?
10 metres per roll.
I was going to say, yeah, per roll, thank you.
You get 2 of the 9mm, 1 of the 3mm and 1 of the 6mm.
Excellent. £9.98, 641038. Now, I can give my own testimony to these lovely applicators. Because they don't bung. $9.99 as long as you put the cap on.
As long as you put the cap on, you remember we're saying all the time, put the pin in.
478338. And then next up, okay, the Zinc is ink. I always forget.
I call it eye-zinc.
Eye-zinc.
The French call it is-ink.
Oh, okay, so either or.
So either is correct.
That's good. So these are the beautiful glitters. This is called the Daylight Collection. You've got violet, Caribbean blue, pastel rose and pastel green. Then the Nighttime Collection. You've got to have both. You really do. Marine blue, silver, turquoise and... Why is it called Black One?
Because it's not even it's a pure black.
Yeah.
But what it's got in it, it doesn't appear like it's got silver in. I don't know if you can catch this. I'd really love to do this too. That
Yeah.
is the black number 1.
Right.
So it's actually got 3 different shades of black in it.
Okay.
It's not just flat black.
Yeah.
Even when you see it that way, can you see? You've almost got a black, a grey and a silver.
It's like the
But you
constellation.
can't see it. When I show you the tub,
Yeah.
well, that's one. That's the other.
Yeah.
And that's the third. So all my samples and that's what I've got left from one pouch.
Amazing.
Because it's 60 mils.
Yeah.
But that's why it's called black 1, because they do a black 2,
Oh,
which is
okay.
just pure flat black.
Right.
And we didn't think, it didn't have the sparkle to it,
Yeah.
so we chose black 1.
Okay.
Or
Good
I
stuff.
did.
Okay. Please, over to you.
Right, okay, so I was going to do a really quick demo.
Yeah.
So what I've done is, because I want to get the glitter on, is I've stamped the stamp just down onto card and I've coloured it just using alcohol markers.
Yeah.
Now I had left an area for me to colour it in, and I can stand here now and say, but because of time I'm not going to. No, I forgot to bring the pens. I'm not even going to make it up. So I was going to finish that off, but just see how beautifully that colours and how much detail you get from the stamp. But what I want to do is I want to extend that out.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do then is I've cut myself a piece of really simple white card, and this is literally just 5 inches square. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to use the outside line.
Yeah.
Because I don't want this to cut into, I want it to cut into the card and out of the card.
Okay.
But, so I want to cut that one, just clean that one out, sorry.
It's all right.
I don't clean die. You can tell when I love a die because it's not clean.
Yeah.
If you ever go through my die collection and you see one that is absolutely spotless with no bits in it, you can tell that it's not one of my favourites.
Right.
I'll hoover those in a minute. So, what I'm
I
going
can't
to
wait
do
to
is
see that.
I'm going to cut that in, but we're not going to see the stamp through. Well, this is where the separate line comes in.
Lovely.
Each one has got its separate line, so I'm going to simply pick up the inside die. Pick up this. Now, one of the things you'll notice with this die, it's really easy to line up because the points line up, but one thing you will notice when you get it at home is it is very fine on these edges, and it can and will bend.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I could have had that changed, or we could have changed it, but I would lose all that detail there.
Oh, okay.
We would have to fuse that over, so it wouldn't cut out with that beautiful pattern.
Okay, yeah.
So normally I'd say to you, treat your dies terribly. Don't with these. Treat them nicely.
Right.
Honestly. Because as it's a limited edition, if you break it, there aren't any spares.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Now,
I have not seen this.
you haven't, have you?
No.
But what I'm doing is, let me start it going and I'll explain why.
Okay.
I'll explain through. I've used that to take the bits off my plate.
Yeah.
If I leave those bits on my plate when I die cut, those bits will impress into this card,
Of
and this is
course.
the top.
Yeah.
And I've had a nightmare cleaning my plates. Yeah. Sorry, you haven't seen the vacuum, have you?
Has it been on before then?
We
and I've
launched
missed
it on Boxing Day,
Oh.
but it was designed for picking up all those
bits.
little bits that you get all over your board. And it stopped me putting so many bits on the floor.
Okay.
Really easy. Top comes off.
Yeah.
Takes 2 AA batteries, obviously not included.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the base, to empty it, you just twist it off that way and empty that out.
It's cute.
It's got the filter and everything, but the fab thing is, if you see, it's got brushes on the bottom. So they're not rubber feet, they're brushes.
Yeah.
And they will actually scrub your plates or scrub your base to get any bits that are stuck off.
That's cool, that.
It's wicked.
Yeah.
I love that. I've been waiting since January last year for them to come in.
Really?
Yeah, that's when we first chose them. So I'm just going to peel this off and give it a clean out.
Okay.
Now, if you do this,
Oh, that's good.
okay, when they've got them in a row, just take your pokey tool and literally, you know, like you're doing you're tearing,
Yeah.
like
Very
that.
satisfying.
It
that.
is actually, it's a really good feeling. But rather than going in with each individual bit, you need to be quite a strong pokey tool. But that's just a lot easier way to clean the bits out.
That's good.
Let's get the last of those out. Okay, right, so I'll clean those in a minute. See what I mean about, it is a nightmare, and normally I'd try and brush those on the floor and miss them.
Yeah.
But now I'll just hoover them. So,
Cool.
what I want is, if I put that straight onto my image, coloured image, you can see it's a bit flat.
Okay.
But this is where the extra lines come in, because what I can do now is I'm going to take this and grab, no I haven't got it, so I'll use my fine line bottle.
Bless you.
You know,
What were you
normally,
looking for? The
my
bigger
spray
glue?
for speed, I use spray glue a
Oh,
lot.
okay, because I could see another one over there, but not the spray
No.
glue.
So there we go. Let's get this running. So you can see I'm just going to go round really lightly.
Yeah.
I don't want to go around too much because this is going back through my machine.
Okay.
And if I go through, you see how fine the lines are that I can put on with this.
I know, I love it.
You love yours.
Yeah.
I used to use the big glue bottle.
Yeah.
I genuinely now do not use anything but this for everything. And I use a lot less glue.
Yes.
I've
heard people say that.
I am
actually.
using so much less glue than I used to use.
Yeah.
And the second bottle, what I did, Sam uses it more than me. The other one, we put glossy accents in.
Oh,
So
okay.
we do little tiny dots
Oh, nice.
of glossy accents, because that
Yeah.
bottle's a nightmare to use. So all I need to do now, so I've put that on, but again, we can't see through for the stamp. So what I do is drop back in the actual outside line die.
Right.
Take that down. I'm going to run that through. Again, I'm going to check my plates,
Get those bits off.
get them off, because they will mark
Yeah.
the card. They really will.
Lovely. Now, we've got two different colour options, actually, on the little vacuum cleaner. £9.99 for the blue one, 197021. Or we have a pink one, which is, here it is, just coming. Is it coming onto the screen? We're just trying to find it. But there you go. So that's the blue one. And then we've also got the pink one. Same price, £9.99. So adorable. 755659 is your item number. Excellent.
The one thing you will find, after a while,
Yeah.
it will want emptying.
Yeah.
And I'm terrible for not emptying mine. And of course, that's far too big. I take the bits off. But I just, again, I really should. Oh, what's a surprise. I don't have a bin again.
No bin?
Yeah, apparently,
Yeah.
it's because
Yeah.
I don't use it.
Oh, okay.
So again, you see all the dust it picks up that I wouldn't
Yeah.
have expected.
Yeah.
And again, you can clean your filter out, but I wouldn't clean this filter.
Okay.
Once you've been using it for 2 or 3 weeks and that filter starts to get a little bit more clogged, it will then start to pick up glitter and fine things.
Oh.
If you use it at the minute, I mean,
Yeah.
I saw somebody was saying the other day about a glitter vacuum. I thought, well, it can't because of the hole.
Okay.
Because it will actually all glitter's too fine to go through.
Right.
It doesn't get stuck in the filter.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes straight out. But once they get a bit older, it will pick up the glitter.
Lovely.
And not blow it back out.
Okay.
So, I've got my mask in there, so I better be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible for doing this. So effectively now what I've got is really simply, here's my, so I'm just going to clean it off. So, but how simple is that?
It's
But how
I
effective?
know.
And that doesn't look anything, to me, it doesn't look anything like that.
Nope. Completely different.
Yeah, and I've used it on the same orientation. So I can then simply take a little bit of glue on the back of here. So again, just
Yep.
round. I know that everyone at home would be so much more careful than I am,
All good.
but make sure you put your pin in.
That's a mantra.
Yeah, I've got myself so well trained now. And then I'm simply trim it out, because I tend to stamp and colour on a bigger piece or on a scrap piece.
Yeah. Okay.
I was watching Phill Martin earlier, and as he said, keep the bits from your matting and layering. I thought, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I just keep them in a box next to me.
Yeah.
But I never thought to actually say they're great for stamping. Yeah, and I can't keep them as organised as Phill does in a plastic wallet. So thanks for that one, Phill. I'm going to steal that one. But then we go, and it's simply then onto a card blank, and we're done.
That's so beautiful.
So we'll put a sentiment over that.
Yeah.
But you can
Just that
see
bit.
how easily you can mix together that beautiful detailed mandala stamp, but use the die to extend it out.
Right. Good stuff. Thank you, John. Excellent. Okie dokie. So £24.99 for your exclusive mandala collection. It is limited edition, and once it's gone, it has gone. There's only one run of it. Now we are over 80% of the stock gone, and John did bring a deep stock, so it's absolutely flying. 24.
You had the lot.
Right.
I think we put a little bit in reserve.
Right.
so that we can actually, so that people can get it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you've got the lot.
Yeah.
You know, there isn't any more hiding in the warehouse. There'll be no more extended delivery stock coming in of it.
Got you.
You had every single unit that we'd got.
Thank you. You're very good to us. Right, we have got 6.5-minute queues on the phones. That's how busy it is. Please do go to the website if you can. Now, I've got to find some of the box ones here. So this goes absolutely hand in hand, the square scene box die with the mandala collection. Okay, let me show you the dies and then we can show you what it will do. There we are, like so. And then I've got a few samples with this box. There's one here. Look at that, isn't it absolutely? It really, really makes it look so splendid.
It's a really simple box idea.
Yeah.
I will probably demo this on Saturday's show, the box.
Oh, are you back?
Yes.
Oh, right.
I'm doing two special shows at 7 and 11 on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But I will demo the box on there because I'll make it as part of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it's really, really simple because the actual main big piece that you've got.
Yeah.
So this looks weird. This little shape here, if I show you that I've got here,
Yeah.
looks quite strange. Yeah. Okay. So that. But what you do is you cut your pattern.
Okay.
Into there. Then these bits fold round,
Oh,
which makes
right.
the box.
Yeah.
And of course, you've got that one, you cut it, put it on top, cut that flap off for the back, or that goes on as an actual opening for your door.
Oh, I like that.
So you get a dual use, and that will go as the panel that fits inside. So that's roughly how it works, but I will demo this again on Saturday.
Excellent. Here we are. I've got another couple of samples then. So this is another beautiful one. That's stunning, isn't it? Yeah, Lottie's saying that would make a great wedding card. And then we've got a lovely, because you can just make it as a box, lovely little gift box. £23.99, 754-780. Nearly half the stock of the square scene box has gone. Then we've got some ribbons. We've got some ribbons in here. So you've got stripes, white organza. It's almost like a champagne-y colour, this one. And then there's like a deep navy. In fact, it's the colour of your jumper, the navy, this one. So if you'd like to go for these, you've got 25 metres on each one. And it's £9.99. Item number is 882513. And nearly half the stock of those ribbons have gone. Then we've got our power tape. Yeah, John, do you want to talk us through power tape?
Yeah,
it's
I don't
strong.
think you've seen power tape.
Just once?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You were using it, but you hadn't brought it yet. I think that was when.
Yeah, I've been using it for over a year because we really like to test things
Yeah.
well. This is another one of those that I would say that you need.
Okay,
And
okay.
You normally ask me at the beginning of the show, what do I need?
Yeah.
This is the one. So we're used to strong adhesive tapes. Usually they've got the red covering on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first thing that gets me is they all stick together.
Oh my gosh, John, honestly, I left mine on the windowsill in summer. Oh, well done me.
Yes, and it just melts. This is actually a professional. What I want to do is I'm going to open a new packet.
Okay.
Because whenever I do that, people think I've sort of, like anti-static bagged it or something.
Right, okay.
So this is straight out, yeah? But watch.
Excellent, good.
They don't stick to each other, they don't stick together. It's a professional adhesive and it's designed to take, it will hold 1.2 kilograms for a square centimetre of the tape.
Wow.
So that's how strong it is, and they believe in that so much they've actually put it on the top of the packaging.
Right.
So it's not a case of, I could tell you, this cleans whiter than anything else.
Yeah.
No, they've actually put this on the packaging to actually show what it is. And again, was it £2.7 per quarter inch squared?
I wonder how many bags of sugar that is. Anyway.
I don't know, to be honest. I've never been a sugar buyer, so. But the other thing, the one thing that I love, the main difference, it's a lot stronger than anything I've used before.
Yeah.
It's cleaner than anything I've used before. It doesn't melt, it doesn't stick.
Right.
I've put it in a drawer for like 6 months and pull a roll out, no difference.
Good.
It never unravels itself, and how the
as well.
middles come out
Yes.
and all the problems we've had.
Yeah.
The biggest issue I used to have with high strong tapes is getting the protective sheet off. Yeah. And I used to teach people in workshops to go in from the middle
Okay.
and scrub along till you got under it.
Yeah.
And then pull it up. No. This, poke your pokey tool in at the end and pull.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. It has not once, when I've done this, I'm using now watercolour card.
Right.
Because watercolour card, to me, is one of the worst offenders for tape coming off.
Yeah.
Because it's a fibrous card.
Good point.
But again, I'm going to press that end just lightly.
Excellent.
Straight off. And that's literally how strong it is.
Amazing.
Yeah. And it's like welding. And you've got each roll is 10 metres.
Oh, because normally they're 5, aren't
Well,
they?
I bought something and it was 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not good.
So it all depends. Each one is 5 metres roll. It's a 10-metre roll.
Yeah.
What we've done is we've put in 2 9mm, because that's what I use more of.
Yeah.
So I put it together.
Yeah.
1 6mm, 1 3mm.
Excellent.
So you're really fine.
So, yeah, that's another thing I need to purchase. £9.98. Item number is 641038. Then we've got the guillotine. Can't have enough of these.
The guillotine is amazing. I know there's actually she's actually a sort of a retailer, or she sells a lot of things.
Yeah.
And she actually put out that she tried all of the different guillotines, and this was the favourite and the one that sits on her desk all the time.
Wonderful.
And that's true for me.
Yeah.
But I find it's true. If it's true for somebody else like that, they're not doing it to sell it or anything.
No.
They've tried them all, but it is. One of the things I love about this stays completely true, but can you hear this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It actually sharpens the blade
Oh, okay.
when it cuts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you can see here that will help to sharpen the blade.
That's very good.
So that's not just a dead piece of metal, but can you see how thick that is?
Yeah.
Now, normally what happens is that piece of metal is normally really thin or not non-existent. You're normally cutting against plastic.
Yeah.
With this, you're cutting against a metal piece that is 2mm thick, but that's why it... So if I want a really, really fine, let's say I want a really fine on a thin, because I don't think this is more than about 80 GSM.
Okay.
I want a really fine strip of it.
Yeah.
Watch. But you can see all the way down
as well, yeah.
how clean and crisp that is, and no rip line. If I take the watercolour card, this is another one that my old guillotine used to feather. And,
I hate that.
Yeah, and it really annoys me.
Yeah.
But watch, and I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on. Absolutely no feathering, even on watercolour card.
That's very good. Very clean.
And that's why I love it. But I'm going to show you a demo, hopefully, with that, if I get time.
Yeah, lovely. 1999, item number is 773200. And then we have our fabulous glitters, Eye-Zinc glitters. You've got the Daylight, that's these, which are violet, Caribbean blue, pastel rose and pastel green. That is £11.99, 208949. And then we've got the nighttime, and then I've got a few samples actually because they're really pretty. This one is the nighttime. Once more, £11.99. Look, these are big bags. 60 grams, did we say?
You've got 60 mils in here.
Sorry,
you normally
not
buy
grams.
superfine glitter
Yeah.
in 10mm pots.
That's right.
So you've got 6 standard pots in these pouches.
Brilliant.
So it means you don't have to be afraid of using glitter. And as I said, every sample and every time I've used glitter, it's been from this collection.
Yeah.
So this is what I have. There's actually a little bit more missing because Sam has some. So from all this collection, basically, I've got a dry glitter sprayer, I've got an individual pot, which is a 20mm pot, and I've got the mason jar already filled extra with it.
Amazing. And we can see them all lined up in a lovely little row that he's got there. There you go.
So I did bring these in literally from home. So this is going through the black, but that is not all the quantity you get in those pouches.
No, it's amazing.
Because I've used so much of it. And for once, as a crafter, I have this fear of running out.
Yeah.
I call it FORO.
FORO, yeah.
Instead of FOMO.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us have a fear of running out. And now I can use glitter wholesale without worrying about running out of it and thinking, Is it going to cost me another £3 to replace that colour?
And
of 10 mil?
£11.99 for 4 pouches of 60 mil. Good grief. So just showing you some of these beautiful. I love it's so sparkly. Right, I've got to show you this one because it lights up, and I love anything that lights up, and I get very excited. I really didn't want to take our Christmas tree down, but my other half was meh.
Yeah, I got home from the day after Boxing Day to find all of ours had been done.
Oh, taken down?
Yes.
Oh, see, I was sad.
Christmas was over, but we did put it up very early on, about the
Yeah.
2nd of December.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I got home from my shows the day after Boxing Day to find that it had all gone.
Yeah.
Like magic.
Right then, so details are on screen, and you've got those 2 different options under the same item number. Okay, the fine tip applicators. It does come with the Craft Artist glue. It's £9.99. Item number is 478338. And as I said, I can't vouch for these highly enough. And then, what did we say we've got? Okay, oh, of course, the mandala collection. We are 85% of the stock gone, and we had a deep stock. It is exclusive to us. You can't get it anywhere else. It's limited edition, so, you know, you've got to get your paws on it. Not available individually, apart from the paper pad, which is obviously the consumable. You can find another one at end of call. Okay, so you're getting your dies, your stamps, your washi tape, your paper pad, and also the gems. That's what I was going to say. Okie dokie, over to you.
Okay, I was just saying, I was looking at the clock then, and I said, oh, how much time you've got left?
Yeah.
Thinking, I thought I'd got like half an hour left.
No.
I didn't think we were anywhere near into that time in the show.
Yeah.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed through this one.
Okay.
Because I'm going to show you the basic techniques. So what I've got here is a piece of acetate, heat-resistant acetate. Yeah. And what I've actually done is I've trimmed this down so I get 4 pieces from one A4 sheet.
Right.
So I've cut it to basically 4 1/8. Yeah, by 5 3/4.
Yeah.
And that way I get 4 of them out, which is a lot easier. So I'm going to make sure I put down my mandala first, stamp, and make sure you've got the point at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you want the point at the top, which is on the stamp. I'm going to close that. Then you must, I always now, because this is my anti-static bag. This is the Crafts 2 one. But we got that fed up, you know, with the powder all dripping out all over everywhere.
Absolutely.
Which it does, and you having to keep it in a plastic bag. We've got a tighter weave.
Oh, good.
So every now and again, I give it a little poke.
Yeah, my craft desk
Table is covered in white powder.
Yeah, and
yeah.
it's
yeah, it's not good. So yeah, we did that specially.
Okay.
So get a little bit of powder out because you don't realise you're doing anything. I'm simply going to ink this, and I'm using the Eyes Ink embossing ink because it's the stickiest one I've used, to be honest.
Absolutely.
And then take that off, and I'm simply going to emboss that, and I'm using caviar black, so a black fine detail powder.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to get some of this just so that you can counteract the white powder from your anti-static bag on there.
Yeah, indeed.
And then you can see how clear and crisp that's come out.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really is. I'm not going to sit here and heat emboss it because I've got one I've already done.
Sure, okay.
To be honest, and it just, I know we all love watching it, but on acetate it's not as visible.
Oh, okay.
It just doesn't show as much.
Right.
So here's one I prepared earlier. I love saying that. See, after 6 years, I still love saying that.
Yeah, it's all good.
So the great thing about doing it with heat embossing is that's the front.
Right.
Yeah. What I want to do now is turn it over to the back.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is where the fine applicator comes in. So I'm going to choose. Now, there's one of the reasons I keep them in these different sort of sizes is I find doing this is a lot easier from the mason jar.
Right.
Than using my dry sprayer or my little pot.
Okay.
So this is where your fine applicator comes in. But you don't have to be precise. So all I'm going to do
Because it's on the back.
is glue on the back. But you see, I couldn't do that with a big nozzle.
No.
But this is so easy to do, and this is the one I made earlier, and this is the Craft Artist glue that comes with them, with a little bit of water added to make it flow better.
Yeah.
Remember how we did that in September?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So if it starts to get a little bit, it won't flow, then just simply add a little bit of water to it, a little bit more glue and give it a shake.
Okay.
Yep, so that's on. Get the glitter. Sam doesn't know I've got the teaspoon.
Is he watching?
Oh, probably not at this time, no.
Okay.
But can you see there?
Lush. Love that. Oh, look, it's almost neon. It's fabulous.
And that won't drip, even though we thin down the glue.
Yeah.
It'll be white on that side.
Yeah.
Yep, so. And I forgot to do the biggest thing that you're supposed to do.
What's that?
Which is to anti-static bag your tidy tray before you start putting glitter in.
Oh.
Because it stops it from sticking. But it's fine. But the thing is, as well, with this quantity, I'm not scared. So I'm going to bring in now one I've done earlier.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all dry.
So I'm going to choose the next colour for this one. So I'm going to go with the pink, shall I?
Ooh, why not?
Pink. Yeah. Honestly, it's as if I'm following a guide that I've got just here, behind that, where no one can see. So the same thing again,
Yeah.
but this time I'm just going to, on the back, you see how the fine tip applicator
It's
makes
brilliant.
such a difference.
Yeah.
It's like you're using a pen.
Yeah.
And that is all I'm doing, is I'm scribbling in with a pen. So we go on the back, yeah, and we'd follow that round. We'll add our pink, yeah.
Yeah.
So then can you see?
Lush.
Yeah, so there's the
Perfect.
pink.
Right.
So
You're very
then
well prepared.
I've got the pink.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did the blue first. Yeah.
Okay.
So let it dry. I then added the pink.
It looks really pretty.
Yeah. And then that, can you see?
Yeah, it's so pretty. It's luscious.
And that's all I've done by doing it stage by stage.
Okay.
So what we want to do now is, that's beautiful, but I want to advance it on. I mean, one of the things I did want to show you, and I should probably show you on this one, is this is why I use the fine tip. See in here, there's a little space.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will even get into there.
Wow, so precise.
And I can even do those lines. So, do it like that. There's something you can cover for a couple of minutes and I'll get ready and I'll show you the next bit.
That would be marvellous. And look, I tell you what, we have now gone limited. It has gone limited. This exclusive to us. Can't get it anywhere else except on Hochanda. Lovely, beautiful, limited edition mandala collection. We have got the dies, we've got the stamps, the washi tape, the gems, and the paper pad. Okay, I will just show you a few samples. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. That one is by, that one's by John. Lovely. And then there we go. We've got this one. That's from Rocky. That's lovely. That really looks like Moroccan or something like that. Yeah. Beautiful. And then this one. Yeah. This one is by Jackie. Lovely. And we've got another one here that is by Leslie. And then, I must show you these. I saw these because look at these. They're amazing. And you open it up, making a little box with them. Well, a little, like, gift card. Excellent. Isn't that pretty, John?
I think that is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was so clever of Roshan. But again, you wouldn't think it was... And it's only using 2 of the dies in the middle. It's not using everything.
It's amazing. It's just beautiful. I love that. Okay, super, super, super limited. Please do make sure... one more, because these are brilliant.
Those are stunning. I've got to say, Julie did this, and she actually said to me that years ago she used to work for, I can't remember, one of the American design team for one of the American companies.
Yeah.
She said, and she'd had an awful lot of doily dies. That's what she would class that as, or in America. She said, I've used an awful lot of doily dies. I actually kept the message because it was so flattering.
Right.
She said, I've had an awful lot of doily dies through my hand. She said, this is the best one I have ever seen and ever used.
Good.
And it was just... Oh, thanks. I mean, I'm not going to say but when I saw the company that she used to do the design team and design for, I was like, really? That was like, you know, blush time. It was the biggest thing I'd ever got. And she made them, and she's had so much fun with them. She said she's absolutely loved it.
Oh, glorious. All right, John, so we have only got about 12-ish minutes, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's really easy.
Okay, fine.
That's not a problem at all. So what I'm going to do now is, I've got here, I've cut already the mandala, just the inside as we did on the first demonstration, and again, and the detail into a piece of black card, and then I've glued
acetate.
a piece of acetate onto it, yeah? And one of the questions we had earlier was about how do you cut acetate? Because obviously I want to put that in the middle, but I don't want that to be shielded by a double layer. You see how it takes the shine off, the double layer of acetate? So all you do is, if you want to cut acetate, I'm going to drop the die back in, because all I want it to do is to cut the acetate centre out for me. I'm going to tape it down. I'm going to take, this is what I'd got the watercolour card for, obviously.
Right.
That I've now put tape on.
Okay.
So, I'm going to put that on there. You know, always thinking ahead, not at all. Tape that under the table like you do at home. But to cut quite a detailed shape like that, most people, you would struggle on acetate.
Yeah.
But if you put something like a watercolour card or another card underneath, it's not shimming it, but what it's actually doing is it will cut it through. If you listen, you can hear it. What will actually happen is the way that the die is pushing into the card will actually make the acetate separate.
Right.
So if I cut it without the card underneath, it won't cut.
Right, I see.
But cutting it with the card underneath, it will.
Okay.
But you also get the bonus of
that
the underneath
extra
piece.
Yeah.
But now look, the acetate's cut through.
Perfect.
So I've got a perfect cut on the acetate. And of course, that's not something you would normally cut in heat-resistant, thick acetate.
That's great.
So if I find a trick, I always want to share it with everybody.
It's wonderful.
So of course now I've got that. What I can actually do is exactly the same again.
Okay.
So even though I'm not using the stamp, this time I'm going to go round just this detail, and I will glitter that in one colour. And I think you've got the original, so I don't think I'm going to get this one finished.
Aww.
But I want to show you another way to do it as well. So I would go round like that, again with the fine glue tip. Just take a little bit more time than I have. An hour seems to go so quickly on here.
There's a Hochanda time thief.
There is a Hochanda time thief, without a doubt.
Yeah.
This time I'm going to go in with the real dark blue, the marine blue.
You love your blues, don't you?
I'm a blue person, but the blue, pink and aqua and turquoise in these. I mean, again, until it dries, you're not going to see it.
No, that's fine.
But what we would do is, you can see there.
Oh, wow, it's so sparkly.
And that will shine through. And then we would do that a different colour. Yeah? And then that would obviously go over the top of that. Do you know, sometimes you feel like you've over-prepped it. And you'll see the colours through.
Yeah.
But I want to show you another bit. So if there's something you want to cover for a minute, I'm going to show you a different way to do it.
Yes. So remember, we are, with the bundle, we are super, super limited. It is exclusive to us here at Hochanda, and it's a limited edition, so only one run being done. You're getting the dies, you're getting your washi tape, the stamps, the paper pad, and also the lovely little gems. I have more samples. Which ones haven't I shown you? Let's have a look. So I like the samples. Give us a thumbs up when you're ready, John. There we go. This one, I'm not sure who this one might be. John's then, if there's no name on it.
That's fine.
Yes, good.
But you're not supposed to see that one because the flowers don't come out on Tuesday.
Oh, sorry.
I left it there earlier as well and never think to change anything or do anything properly.
Brilliant stuff. There we are. And then look at that that one. Oh, it's by June, that's by. Fabulous. And then this one is by June as well. Look at those. They're absolutely, no two are the same, are they? You've got a lot of possibilities. I've just seen one. Hang on. So this one is by June. Look at this one. So that is just using the corners. And it's very effective.
That one is just by looking at it.
Oh, Mrs. Duck!
Yeah, that is such a Mrs. Duck card. It's beautiful.
Ah, That's great. Now, just so you can see what the dies look like, and I'll show you the stamps as well. So this is our lovely board. Let's hold it this way. And you can see this is the mandala set. You're getting all those lovely dies, and you've also got the corners dies. So you're getting all 4 corners, so you only need to pass it in one go, thank goodness. Then we've also got the gems. Of course, you could use alcohol markers if you wanted to on these.
Yeah, and colour them any colour you want. That's what we want people to be able to do.
Yeah, nice. And then we've also got, let me go to our lovely stamps. They're here. Yeah, they're really good. I know, I'll take the sheet away just so you can see the stamps. And then, okay, so the sentiments are brilliant. I love these. You don't look a day older than you looked yesterday, which is a nice one. And then we've got, can any day ever be nicer than a birthday? Marvellous. And then we get on to the quirky ones, which is, that's it. At our age, we've seen it all, we've heard it all, we've done it all, we just don't remember it all. And my personal favourite, just let me know how old we are, telling people you are now. Yeah, I like that one. Just let me know how old we are.
We're telling people you are now.
Thank you. I didn't read that very well, but I do like that one. You should have just read that one. But it's brilliant. Like,
it's trying to get the grammar right on it, but also make it so it works as a sentence.
No,
it's
it's
not
a brilliant one, though.
It's a brilliant
one. Oh, yes, paper pad. It's better that way. Look, we've got like, what do you call clovers on here?
It's like, yeah, you've got like clovers on there, you've got fleur-de-lis on there, you've got leaves on there. I don't know what that is, like a hand-drawn swirl, like a sort of,
isn't it?
Yeah, you've got hearts, you've got little butterflies. Yeah. You've got bigger bows, you've got flowers, you've got...
Oh, that made my eyes go funny.
That's actually just squares.
Yeah.
But it plays with your eye, it's like a magic eye picture.
It's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
But you've got spots, you've got stripes, you've got plain black, you've got plain white, you've got the stripes, you've got a white spot on black, black on white, stars, music notes, there's everything in there.
It's
literally 60 sheets.
Excellent. We are nearly 95% of the stock gone. Will it last? Will it last? We don't know. OK, over to you then, John.
OK, cool. So what I want to show you this time is if you don't want to use the acetate, but you want to get that really nice glittery look, this is another way to do it.
OK.
So what I've actually done is, and I want to explain this. So I've taken just a piece of 300 GSM card, and I've put my double-sided adhesive sheet on it, which we've always got on the shows, it's always on the website, yeah? Now, if I cut this with the die, what's actually going to happen is it will cut through in most places, but not all.
OK.
Yeah. However, if I glue a second piece of card on the back, so as I've done with this one, so this has got 300 GSM card, 300 GSM card, and then the double-sided adhesive sheet on, the die's really going to struggle to cut through.
Yeah.
And what we actually do then is I'm going to cut all of the dies into this. So I'm going to start with the centre.
OK.
And you know me, how I like to line them up with a long piece of tape.
When I first saw this, I was like, that's genius.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was like when I first met you.
I was going to say, I've been doing it for a long, long time. So it's probably because we did first day, didn't we, Alex?
I know.
Is there only you and I left?
From the... I don't know.
No, Barbara.
Barbara, of course, yes.
Kay.
Yes.
I think Kay was there.
Yeah. But no, I don't think there's any from the first day, no. I don't think there is.
No, I think there's me, you and Barbara.
That's it. Yeah.
So, yeah,
we're the originals.
Sorry?
We're the originals.
I don't know. No, they're just the ones they can't get rid of. So you see, I've put every dice, the cut lines and the cut-in lines onto this. Yeah.
Brilliant.
What I'm going to do as well is, I always tell you whatever machine you're using, best cut is on the side.
Yeah.
This one I'm going to put it in the middle.
OK.
Because I'm not interested in cutting through. I'm interested in cutting in. OK.
Oh, here you go. On the website, we can just show you the double-sided tape. Not tape. Yeah, no, sheets. There it is, £9.98. You're getting 20, are you?
You get 20 A5
Good. Right.
double-sided sheets, because we found that it's not often you put a whole sheet on A4 and we waste it.
Yeah.
So A5 was a lot easier size to do it, so you actually get more that way. It's better value.
Cool.
So you can see on the back, nothing.
Right.
Yeah, not cut, nothing gone through at all. Yeah, really simple. There we go. If I got it in the right place. On the front, again, the die is cut in, so I'm just going to peel my tape off.
Yeah.
But can you see there, all of that pattern is cut in.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I've done this on the grid line side because if you use a double-sided adhesive sheet that has what I call a slimy side, you know, like the really, you know what I mean?
I
It's
do,
so
yeah.
hard to describe. Then the glitter sticks to it. It's static, no matter how much you anti-static it.
Right.
Whereas this side is completely matte for you to tape down to.
Yeah.
And you know which side is which because of the grid line, so I always make sure your grid line's on top for this. So what I want to do is glitter, so I'm going to...
Oh, is that
I'm
all we've got
basically
left? Oh.
going to flick this out.
I'm
I am
answering
going to... Are we
Baker.
going to run out of time?
Yes, basically. He says, you've just got a minute left.
Oh, right. Oh. And I bet he said it so sadly as well, didn't he? With such regret. So you can see now, I can flick out those panels,
Okay,
yeah?
yeah.
I was going to try and do the last two, but you see, there we go. Just going in with my pokey tool.
Yeah.
So now, take that, grab my tray. Pick me a colour, Alex, quickly.
Oh,
Too
yeah,
late.
that one I'll do. That one, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I pick Lottie's colour, but you see, it doesn't stick.
Very good.
But basically now that's glittered. Yeah?
That's brilliant.
Okay, but every single piece on here I can take off individually and glitter everyone differently.
Stunning. Really, really enjoyed that as always, John. So I guess, yes, we'll see you Saturday then.
I will see you Saturday, yes.
Excellent. Please make sure you're checking out your baskets for the limited edition exclusive mandala collection. It's like literally holding on by a thread. Next then, we've got our Sentimentally Yours one-day special with our Phill, followed by a storage happy hour, and later on you can see Phill once more.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Calling all crafters, this is a Hochanda announcement. We would like to inform you that our Hochanda buying crew have been busy searching for incredible brand new products and show ideas to inspire and stimulate all your crafty senses. So, watch out for Aileen's Original, Doodle Duck Designs, Etchell, Rose May, Rots and Chains, Caterpillar Cross Stitch, Tulip, The Skinny Food Company, the Isabel Craft Collection, Staedler, Hunt the Moon, Has Crafts and Star Glazers. We will be checking in our latest new product arrivals from 6 p.m. on Thursday the 21st of January. Gates close at 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 27th of January. So, join us on board flight Hochanda Air for our new arrivals event.
Hi, I'm Donna and this is my brother Simon and we're Pearlywinks Craft Supplies. We've been crafting since we were very young. My mum got us into crafting and we've been loving it ever since.
We have a good selection of inks. We started with our Winks, which are just a water-based ink, and then went on to the pearls. We've added some chalks, we've got some glitter sprays, and then we've added some beautiful stamps to complement the inks.
We've got a fantastic design team who help us with all our designs for the stamps, and we've got a great range of inks which we manufacture ourselves here in the UK.
Our pearl sprays and our Pearlywinks are loaded with mica, so they give you amazing results on your projects.
We hope that our products bring you as much fun, creativity and inspiration as they do to us. We love all of our products and we hope you do too. So make sure you don't miss our shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Abs from Holland Create. I've been crafting for over 10 years now and I love stamping, stenciling, creating layers of colours, textures and creating depth and dimension. Holland Create was established in October 2016, collaborating with a group of designers and artists from all over the world, bringing different designs and products in different styles. We pride ourselves with high-quality photopolymer clear stamp sets, dies, stencils, washi tapes and acrylic blocks, all in different size and formats. In my shows at Hochanda, I hope to bring you inspiration and different ways of using your craft products. Make sure you don't miss the Holland Create shows on Hochanda.
Hello everyone. Yes, this is a second live hour for today's one-day special, and of course, as you can see, it's sentimentally yours. That of course means we've got a wonderful guest with us. It's the one and only Phill Martin. Of course it is.
Hello darling, twice in one day.
I know, I haven't seen you for so long either.
And you, obviously.
Oh, do you know what? We had such a busy launch as well.
We did, thank you everybody.
We did. In fact, already 40% of the stock has gone. You need to be quick with this one. It has been flying out. Phill, not only is it a delight to see you back here as well, it is a delight to see such a wonderful one-day special because it is absolutely gorgeous.
It's a gorgeous
really
collection, isn't it? So obviously it's a new year, it's a new start with everything. And Rococo is something that I personally like. My style is very shabby chic, like you.
Yeah.
Very shabby chic, very pretty, very coordinated. And that's what I've tried to do with this one-day special. So instead of bringing you like 8 different sets of stamps, I've done 4. I've done a corner set, well, you can show everybody corners, flourishes, and 2 different sets of sentiments that give you so much scope. And for the first time ever, I've included the paper pack, and I've designed this paper pack specifically to go with these stamps and these flourishes. So the whole look is very stylish, very classy, very easy to work with, and it's geared at us as card makers. Yeah?
It definitely is.
However, I also know that Trudy, who does her journals, she will use these flourishes to decorate the edges of her journal pages and things.
I can see that. I really can see that. And Katie was producing as well. She loves her planner. I can see Katie using this sort of thing. The first demonstration that Phill did in the earlier show, if you didn't watch it, please get that on rewind as well. You'll see exactly what we're talking about. Now, the first set we're looking at here, Phill, you can see we've got some of those wonderful frames that you can build up together. You've got the corners in there, 2 two different styles you were saying earlier, and we can see that.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got two different styles in here. You've got one that's a bit more ribbony, a bit Art Nouveau, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you've got the other one that is most definitely Rococo, because it's hand-drawn, it's pencil-drawn, actually. So you kind of get lines that break off into bits. So the shabbiness is already built in before you even start stamping.
Of course.
And you've got so much scope with that, just that corner one with the separate frame elements. Remember I was saying earlier, for all the scraps that you get from your matting and layering, you're going to be able to create the most gorgeous little toppers with them.
You are, and it really hits on when we see the samples as well. This I absolutely adore. I mean, the flourishes in here, those beautiful leaves, there's such elegance about this set.
Yeah, very pretty, very delicate. You've got left facing, right facing. You've got the focal ones, which are the big flourishes, but those two in the middle that look like, I don't know what they look like.
These two, you mean, don't you?
Obviously, I've positioned them to get maximum usage from the A5 plate, but they were designed specifically for your rectangles and your squares. So all you need to do is stamp your sentiment in the middle and stamp one either top and bottom or left and right, and you're good to go.
You are. And talking sentiments, of course, they're included as well. And make sure I've got these the right way around. Yeah. Love, love, love the words. And you had a little story earlier on as well about a lady that's been saying, why do you just keep putting to your in a stamp set when it's anniversary or something like that, to your, you want our, because you send to each other, and we forget that, and you've included it.
And absolutely, I've never thought of it, because I always look at it from me sending to other people, not your partner or your wife or your husband. So it's absolutely right. You can now do on our wedding day, on our engagement, on our anniversary. That was the whole point of leaving all the different words separate, so you're going to be able to expand on that. And who knows, maybe I will bring you a relative set later on with this font. So you're going to be able to build your library with these. I absolutely love this font.
It is gorgeous.
It
really
is. It's the first
is.
time I've ever used it. It's a brand new font, lots of swirls and squiggles, and it's just very classy, very elegant, and you know it's going to work for everybody.
And you know you're going to use them, that's the point. In fact, there are 70 individual stamps in the one-day special. Between those 4 sets there, that's what you see in 70 stamps individually. But it gets better, because we've got the paper pad as well. Now, there are 40 sheets here. Phill, you've given us the most beautiful colour palette.
Yeah.
You've given us those different designs, 5 different colours, 4 different designs.
Yeah.
These are single-sided, which I've said it before. Sometimes I quite like having double-sided, but quite often I think, do you know what, I wish they weren't, because you want to use what you see and you don't want to waste anything.
So all my papers will always be single-sided for 2 reasons. One, for one of the reasons you've just said, you never know which side to use, so you feel like you're wasting one. But the cost as well, I can't see the point in paying more if you're only going to get one side from it.
Yeah.
So I always do them single-sided. The colours are absolutely gorgeous.
They are.
And it's a colour palette I love. You would have seen me use this colour palette over the years, but I know that it's gonna match with all my embossing powders. It matches with lots of brands of ink that are already out there, so you don't have the worry when you get these home thinking, oh, I haven't got an ink that's that shade of blue or anything. It will work with the ones that you can get already. Obviously, I want you to have the embossing powders because they add something to it. You get that lovely, slightly gloss finish. I think see the mustard and the grey together. Every time I look at these, I have a different favourite colour.
Look, they are stunning together, aren't they?
Together, aren't they?
Yeah. I'll tell you which is I think for me, it's hard to pick a favourite, but I absolutely adore the green.
Well, that kind of matches that spruce colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks great. It does, doesn't it?
That will work.
Looks great with the pink as well.
Yeah, I know.
Beautiful.
They're just beautiful. And they've got just the right amount of shabbiness on, because I know not everybody is comfortable getting their inks out. Not everybody is comfortable doing the scratchy finishes and the splatty things. So it's got just the right amount already done by me. And obviously, like the grey one Catherine's showing you there, you can see in the corners I've just blended a bit already. And that, I don't know how close you can get with the zoom, but that has got a really fine script going through it as well.
I think I've got it upside down. Have I got that upside down? Bring it in again. Let's have a look.
Doesn't say anything. It's just pretty and decorative, so that's in the background. But so you've actually got. I think when I was doing that paper, there are 11 different layers on that one design on its own.
Wow.
11 different layers to achieve that effect.
Oh, I love it. And you've got bold patterns. You've got kind of this one here where you see that script disappear into the background. They are stunning. I'm going to show you some samples, everybody, because, oh, wow, we've had such a lovely collection sent from the design team here. Let me give you the details while I'm showing you some of these as well. You're looking at some of the samples on the front of the counter there. True Phill style. That's what I think we've gone back to here. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, you're getting those 70 stamps, you're getting the A4 paper pad as well. You are getting an £8 saving if you're a non-Freedom member. But if you are a Freedom member, look at this. A saving of £14.49. So if you're not a member and you're buying this collection, this one-day special, become a member for £5.97 and you will still save more. And we're splitting it down for you as well. We've got that flexi buy for you. 2 payments of £29 and 23 pence. 224373. Phill, using the dies, using the stamps, using the flowers, they're absolutely gorgeous.
And the thing is, particularly for all the card makers, because we forget sometimes that, I mean, I'm a card maker, I do lots of other bits and bobs as well, but card making is what I do, it's my love, it's my passion. So this is designed specifically for us as card makers. You're never going to get bored with this, because every time you use these stamps, you can make it look different just by changing the colour. I mean, look at that.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
That's one of Lozzie's, yeah. Lozzie has her own style, which is brilliant, because you see different styles when we show you the style. Look at that.
I know.
How different does it look just with the pop of colour?
I mean, the papers are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. In fact, I'm going to go back to the papers now. But it just goes to show, using Phil's of the cardstock, in the brights, it works just as beautifully. You know, using other dyes that we've got on offer as well. Stunning. 224373 is the item number. Now, we've got something else very important to tell you about as well. If you didn't see the earlier show, you'll not know this. Let's move down to our pens. Now, you may have seen Phil's pens before, but many of you, you know, have missed out on certain sets. But there's something important to tell you, because Phill has assured us that these will not be reordered again in 2021. So if you're missing any of the sets, or if you've never seen them before, this is your chance to get them. And I'm going to say, a lot of you, even if you've got these already, get another set. Do treat yourself to another set, because you'll be loving them and you don't want to run out. They will last a long, long time, but you don't know when you're going to see them back. Now, let's start with set number 1, because we've got different item numbers here. So 24 pens is what you're getting here, and 2 water brushes as well. Now, you're getting a flat tip and a fine tip in with set 1 there. Item number is 334739. Beautiful colours, but of course you can change those colours with your blends, and you can water these down much more. So to me, really, it's an endless palette anyway. Now, moving down to set number 2. We've got a different item number for this one. Completely different colours. I'm saying that you will see blues, greens, oranges, yellows, but you will never see replication of any of these colours throughout these sets. Same price there, $29.99, $845,273. And in this set, the water brushes is a fine tip and a medium tip. So there is a difference there as well. Item number 845,273, as I say, for set 2. Set number 3. Again, you've got the same amount of pens in there. You've still got 2 water brushes. You've got the medium and the fine tip water brushes in there as well. Same price, but item number is 170420. And then set number 4. Now, there's something a little bit different with this one, actually. You're still getting the pens, you're still getting the water brushes, you're getting the fine tip and the large tip in that one, but you're also getting your stickers. So if you want to colour coordinate your boxes, you can do. You can keep them in the boxes as they arrive, or you can change them around. So I know Phill does like to put his in colour coordination, so all the blues together, the greens together. That is entirely up to you, but you will get the stickers if you're going for set number 4. 127479, and if you are going for them all without the one-day special, just for the pens, you can build up and, of course, open up that flexi basket. But if you're going for the one-day special and you're adding any of the pens in, it's already there, it's already open for you. Let's go over to the website where you'll find everything. There are lots of die sets available as well. We were very, very busy on these. Now, with the nesting dies, it's the same as the pens. They are not going to be reordered again this year. They've already been very, very busy. We've got lots of 5-star reviews on the website as well. You can see all the different shapes, the ovals, the octagon. We've got the double D bosses on there as well. I know the labels were extremely busy in the first show. The squares were busy as well. Phill was using the labels. Not sure which ones we're going with this hour, but I'm sure they're going to be very busy again. And of course, we've got lots of flowers for you as well. You'll see those throughout the samples. Don't miss out on the tools. Again, great reviews on there. And Phil's embossing powders as well. Oh, there's more. It just keeps going on, doesn't it? Look at that. We've got everything. Look at the reviews here. 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. Wonderful stuff. So do take time to have a look around the website and use that as your quickest and easiest route to check out your baskets as well. So, this is the moment we've been waiting for, isn't it? It's all about the one-day special for now, though, because, of course, Phil's ready with his demonstrations. And you're going to talk us around it a little bit more, I think, aren't you, as well, Phill?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Let's see if I can get a demo with more than 30 seconds or 15 left in my ear. Right, OK, so I'll do what I did on the first hour, just in case anybody didn't see what I did, because my brain it's got a mind of its own, and it's sometimes nice to explain to you the idea behind the designs on the Rococo collection, full stop. So it started with the sentiments and doing the font that was new.
Yeah.
And I mentioned earlier, last year, or it might have been the year before, I can't remember, it's 2 years ago, yeah. I did most of you that collect my stamps will know, I did the Stately collection of sentiments, and it's by far one of my most popular because it's very elegant, very swirly. This is more swirly, this is even more elegant, more classy, yeah, dare I say it. So what you've got here is you've got the essential sentiments, which includes all the ones that you know you're going to use day to day. So you've got the happy birthday, the just for you, on your special day. Love this one, just a note to say, because you can use that on the front and then use happy birthday on the inside. Yeah. To a special friend with love. So you've got the mixture of the bigger ones, then you've got some medium ones, and then you've got some of the smaller ones as well. And I always try to do that because, you know, I like to do massive cards, but some of the samples are A6 and some of the samples are C5. Yeah. So it just shows you how versatile this collection of stamps is. So then I did the occasional set. I can't do an essential without an occasional because not everybody, we don't just send birthday cards.
No, of course not.
So the occasional one has these separate elements. So you've got happy, on, our, your, and you know who the hours for. Happy, on, our, your, to you both, to both of you. You could, and then you can start.
Change it around.
So you've got anniversary, wedding day. So you can have engagement day, retirement day. You've got graduation in there. You've got congratulations, christening, Valentine's, mothers, fathers, Easter.
Ooh,
Easter is another,
important.
I forgot to mention that earlier, Easter is another one that I always forget to put in, and I think it's because I don't personally send Easter cards, but again, we've had people over the years going, please, please. So you've got the Easter and you've also got our anniversary, so that is your set of sentiments. For me as a card maker, essential.
Yeah, definitely.
And more importantly, they're absolutely gorgeous, and we're going to emboss them this time in a minute. And then you come to the flourishes and the corners. So I've called this the corners set just simply because I couldn't get corners and frames elements in the space there for the title. So what you've got is two different styles. You've got the quite definitely Rococo there with the hand-drawn, pencil-drawn frame elements. Yeah, you've also got these two here that I forgot to tell you about earlier. Let's see if I can take them out. You might be able to see them a bit better. No, maybe not. Maybe not. It was better where they were. But can you see these are curved?
Yeah.
So these are designed to go around your circles, around your ovals, because obviously I've got circle and oval dies. And then you've got the extra little elements to make your bigger corners. You've also got the bigger corners in the other style. So from that one set of stamps, you have got so many different variations of how you can build up a decorative topper. Yeah. And then we come to the corners, which, the flourishes, sorry, which is what I'm going to use in this demo. You've got the left and right facing as ever, so you've got left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and then extra little embellishments. Now, there's too many samples for me to try and find. I'll just show you this one, look. So that just shows you what the little embellishments are for.
Oh,
so
nice.
just that little touch, it just adds something to these cards. I mean, look at that. You imagine how much you would pay for something like that in a card shop?
It does.
You're talking like eight quid, aren't you?
May I show your octagon as well, because that's got the little stamps on there as well, and very cleverly how you've built that frame up around an octagon. I mean, that's not always possible,
No,
is it?
I know. It's because I'm clever.
I know, Phil.
And when I did the stamps, I made sure that they fit within most of my dies.
And they do. They fit perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Oh,
yeah, it's
you are
because
clever.
most people have collected the dies, Catherine. So I want you to, like this size of the inverted corner squares. I know, if I just show you the card that I made on Facebook the other day, I know that big flourish fits inside that one perfectly. Look, top and bottom. Yeah. If you went to the next size down with the extra elements, you can do all four sides. So it's versatility. I don't just want to sell you a set of stamps that does one thing, because that's not good value for money. Right. So we're going to crack on because I've rattled on long enough.
Now we are busy again. Over 40% of the stock of the one-day special is gone. Remember, if you're a non-Freedom member, do join. Give it a go for a month because you're still going to save more money. And you've got that Flexi 224373 is the item number you need.
So I love blues, you know I do. So this is the one that I made on... That's a really good match
with your outfit, isn't it?
This is the one that I made on my Facebook Live last Saturday. So if you want to see, we're doing a sort of version of it, but to see this one, just go onto the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page and look at the videos and you'll see it. So we're going to do a different version. And when I was prepping the demos, I always like to try and change the colours every time I do a demo. And I love neutral colours, but I rarely make a neutral colour card because I always do. They love me here. White. White. And I love these colours together, so I'm going to tell you what they are because I just love them. I think they just look so classy. So you've got here, this is actually my linen white, and I'm going to change the name of that because it isn't. It's like a vanilla. So when the current stock has gone, I'm going to change the name to vanilla because it's almost like a vanilla colour. Vanilla custard? Vanilla colour. Then you've got the coffee bean.
Lovely.
Which is a gorgeous shade of brown. And then you've got warm stone. Beautiful. And there's a trio of colours. I just think they look so classy.
Now, we do have a pick and mix available, and it is choose any three, so you could go for those three. You can go for multiples of three if you wish, but if you're following, of course, the beautiful demonstrations from Phill, maybe that is a good choice for you. Only £16.49, a £3 saving there. You've got 20 sheets in each of those packs. That's 60 sheets in total. 092005. What's the GSM of the cardstock, Phill?
Say it again.
What's the GSM of the cardstock?
270. 270, yeah. It's colour plan. It's the best. Yeah. It's the best one I can get. And the colours are absolutely gorgeous. There are some new ones coming soon as well, so if you're still collecting older ones, it's time to do it. Ooh. So we're going to heat emboss on this, so I'm just going around with my anti-static bag.
Okay.
And the anti-static bag is an end of call, so when you're doing your order, it might show you at the end. Oh, nice, yes.
When you go to check your baskets out, everybody, do check out the end of call. I do believe... is there more than one thing in there? Sometimes we have more than one things on offer. I'm not sure. Do check it out. Have a look.
11.
Is there? Oh, there's definitely more than one choice. Definitely more than one choice. Do check that out. But it doesn't add on any extra to your postage, so you can pop it into your basket without adding on the postage. Like
we've just added a new glue duo as well to the end of call. Right, so I'm going to use this big flourish. I'm just going to use the same one. If I got more time, I would do top and bottom, but it really won't matter for this because we're going to do loads with it. So I know that this one just fits on my largest round acrylic block. Yeah. Now, if you haven't got these yet, they've literally nearly all gone.
Have they?
Yeah, and it takes about 5 months for these to be made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm just telling you, I've got my set here, look, to show you.
Don't put these in your basket as well.
I'm just telling you because I know that people that have got these absolutely love them. So can you see we've got that groove in the middle? Yeah. That groove is what makes these unique, yeah? And it makes them very, very ergonomic, yeah? I can hold that and it is comfortable and I don't need to put loads of pressure on.
And I can vouch for that because I do have some of these myself and they are brilliant.
And everybody, I think most people have got them now, but I'm just telling you in case you haven't, because it takes ages to get them made, because these are made specifically.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 different sizes, one for all your little dinky stamps, then the ones for your sentiments, and then the bigger one. Wonderful. We're going to use the bigger one. And we're going to emboss in gold. Now, when I was planning this one, I was tormenting myself about which colours to emboss. Obviously, I've got all mine in one little... Does it look pretty?
It does look very pretty. You're so organised.
So these are all on the show, I think, except for the twinkling ones.
Okay.
So you can get all
find
these.
those.
And I was tormenting myself whether I wanted to go copper, gold, or in here, I've got cracked pepper. So where are we? So cracked pepper is actually a really gorgeous dusky brown. Yeah.
Oh, that is nice, isn't it? Yeah.
It heats darker than that. It's a really gorgeous dusky brown. So for your neutral colours, it's perfect. But we're going gold. We're going gold because I've already done the
Going
flowers
gold.
look.
We're going for gold. We've got a £5 saving on these as well with the embossing powders. You can see set 1 and set 2. You're getting 6 there, 6 20ml pots, and as you know, if you've used it before, embossing powders go such a long way, don't they? £24.94. Item number 393638.
Yep, you're getting one free there. So
yeah.
It's time to do it.
You are with that saving, aren't
We're going to do all 4 corners with this, and I just want to show you how different, because you're going to get the whole set of stamps when you get your collection home, so I just want to show you how different it can look. So you know me, I've got my kitchen roll underneath so I don't make mess everywhere. I'm trying to invent a new kitchen roll.
Oh,
so
you need one with your little faces on, Phil, like on your packaging.
I'm using my Versamark here, but can you see this is a 19.5 centimetre square, and this larger flourish is going to absolutely cover that perfectly. So I'm going to be Larry, and I'm going to do all 4 and hope it doesn't dry before I get to the last one. Now normally I'm a perfectionist, and I would do top left, bottom right. Top right, bottom left, yeah. But
now we're getting busier and busier on the one-day special, everybody. Don't forget, approaching half of the stock gone, 224373.
So you see, I'm turning the card rather than trying to work at funny angles.
It makes so much sense, but we've said this a number of times, the amount of people we've seen in past workshops and things where you've been, you know, you see them with really upward sort of arms and things trying to reach over.
I know, I've done it, I've been there and done it.
I think we all have, to be
fair.
I'm
looking at this thinking, why is it blurry?
You've got your glasses.
Right, wait till you see this. So remember I was talking to you, Catherine, earlier, and I was saying that most of the flourishes and the corners are doodled, and normally I draw in a fine liner pen.
Yeah.
But I drew with a mechanical pencil when I did these because I wanted to get the fading on it. So you'll see you've got some little light. In fact, I don't know whether you can see that. Can you see on that flourish right in the... Yeah, you've got like little scribbled lines in it. It was a good job I cut my nails, log into it. Yeah, can you see? You've got like little scribbled lines in it.
It's skipped, as though it skipped a little. Yeah, it really does add to the effect.
Right, moment of truth. See if it's dried before I put the powder on. So remember the gold embossing powder is part... Oh yeah, that's amazing before I even do it.
Look, straight away you can see the detail that's picking up.
Oh, that's apart from that bit of fingerprint. Yeah, so the gold is from the super fine series of embossing powders, which is the essential set. So you get the jet black, you get the pure silver, pure gold, pure copper, crystal clear, and another one.
Beautiful. You get white in there as well, yes. White, a wonderful selection, isn't it? Always a place for those super fine. That's what you need when you're going for the very nice detail that you've seen on Phil's stamps here. There you are, the details on the screen, 686066.
So normally, as you know, I do this from underneath, but I'm not going to do this time. I'm going to be a rebel because I want to get it done. So you can see already that that's going to be... It actually looks nice because normally I would have changed that. I'm using the opposite facing ones, but actually it looks quite nice because we've got that same element all the way around.
Yeah, it does work very nice, doesn't it? Again, you've got options, haven't you, Phil?
Yeah, loads. So don't do this, everybody. It's just a really bad habit I've got into. I know. So I'm going from above. Normally I would go from underneath, but if you go from above, you get a little bit more texture. So it's not as... Julia and I have this discussion all the time. She says it doesn't make any difference. I think it does, particularly when you're doing words.
I know Julia mentioned it on the last show I had with her as well.
Yeah. But in actual fact, the texture looks really good on this.
Yeah, it does.
And how lovely does it look on this linen white cardstock? Very, very classy. I'm just working my way around. We are also going to do some splats on this, which is why I've done the embossing first. I'll do the sentiment first, and then I'll let you tell everybody what's happening. And
okay. Lovely stuff. Now, when we get the full effect of the embossing powder, obviously it's just the angle that Phil's holding it. You can see it changing, but it's not until it really catches that light and you realise how beautiful that gold is. Look at this. Wow.
Is that not just absolutely stunning?
Oh, that is so classy, Phil.
Isn't it? So we'll do the sentiment at the same time.
Do you know, I can imagine when we can go to weddings and things again, when we can do weddings properly, something like that, just stamping in the corners, a bit of frame and then a menu in the front, in the middle there.
Yeah.
Or the numbers for your tables as well would look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so I'm going to choose my word first. So remember, this is my little tip. If you've already done your die cutting, which obviously I have just to save a bit of time, do your word first, your sentiment first. Let's have 2 minutes. Let's have just for you. Did I have just for you on the last card? It's on your left.
You did. Where's it gone, that last card?
I can't remember where I did.
It was this one, I think, wasn't it, that you did earlier? Oh no, it wasn't that one.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. We're doing just for you. I was just trying to change it. So stamp your word first. Put your word on first, and then you know how much space you've got left for your flourishes and everything.
It was on your birthday you did before.
On your birthday, yeah. So we've got just for you this time. Yeah. And wait till you see this embossed, because this looks $1 million. So make sure I've got it the right way. Happy birthday. You'll notice I've not used my platform for this either. I'm just using it with a block.
Actually, again, your wonderful blocks, when you eye that through, because of the circular shape, you can see that the corners, you've got that equal distance, so it really helps.
I use these every day, every single day, and I've got hundreds and hundreds of acrylic blocks that I've collected over the years, but I use these ones every single day. Right, let's get this done.
They are
Did I
brilliant.
anti-static that?
They see on the blocks, actually. You can see them there, 1999 611 539.
Right, are you ready for this? You can see just from looking at that.
I adore this
how
font,
gorgeous that's
it's
going to
so
be.
beautiful.
Oops. Don't help if you rub the corner of the paper on top of it. So I used to, if you remember, in days gone by, I used to have a big tub of all my embossing powders, but because these are anti-static, I have to keep them in the little pots to maintain that anti-static property. And this time I am going to go from underneath. So let's make sure you can see.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the top of the H. I can't actually see it myself. Let me just wiggle it towards me a bit. And you'll see what I mean about
we can see it going
how
now.
smooth it is. It almost looks like it's been professionally foiled.
It does, doesn't it?
But you get that, with the embossing powders, you see, you get the lovely texture, you get that lovely finish. Oh, I mean, right, let me just do a little zoomer on that, shall we? Try not to dazzle you, everybody.
Look at that.
Is that not just
That's
absolutely
gorgeous. What a beautiful gold it is. You get some different golds, Phil, but that really is a stunning, fresh gold, isn't it? Really
right,
bright.
and then we're going to do the flourishes as well, and then I'll hand over to you while I get my pens and everything ready.
Lovely.
So this time, rather than using the large one, this is why I had the different sizes in the sets. We're going to move down to one of the smaller ones. I'm going to leave that out because I know I need to clean it. So this is why I did this. So can you see here we've got the one that's a little bit more open.
Yeah.
We've also got one that's even smaller, and I did that on purpose because sometimes when you're doing a layered card, you want it to get smaller as you go down. So we'll use the middle one this time.
Okay.
And again, I'll be naughty and just use one instead of two. So
These stamps, remember, all part of that one-day special. You are getting 70 individual stamps and that paper pad as well. Exceptional value. Don't forget to check out, though, that Freedom price. I've got to keep reminding you, if you're not a Freedom member, you can save even more, even if you join the club. $14.49 saving.
Right, so I've gone quite close with that loopy flourish to the sentiment. And I'm going to do the same on the bottom as well. And it just completely transforms the look. Now, I haven't used any inks or anything around this, because you know me and my Diamond Dazzle glitter. But you imagine if I'd have gone round that with a lovely dusky brown shade of ink as well. like a gathered twigs or something like that. So let's just do
It's
that
a nice
corner.
colour to work with, isn't it? That
Yeah.
one, actually. It would work very well with these colours that you're working with
With the
now.
neutral colours,
Yeah.
Okay, and let's get let's get this one embossed as well, and then I'll let you. It just looks so different from ink. I always say this is why I test my stamps with embossing powders, because I love embossing, and if they don't emboss well, they're not coming on here with me.
Everything is so well tried and tested with Phill. We know that by now. It's got to be the right tools. It's got to be the right stamp. It's got to be everything's got to be absolutely so precise. Otherwise, it genuinely doesn't make it here. And we hear this from Julia all the time. How things go backwards and forwards as well. She knows.
Well, I've got some new coming soon.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what they are or what colour or anything, but one of them I've had about 8 different versions so far. It's
just trying to get the right one, the one you're happy with. Oh.
Right, no, still not right, but they're very patient with me. Right, so I'll just do this one from above again, just so that it's a bit quicker. And then I'll let you give everybody a quick recap while I get my pens together.
Well, as you're heating that, I'm just going to remind everybody as well about those nesting dies. Don't forget, they will not be reordered again this year. So if you want those, including the set that Phill is using right now, the inverted cornered square, then grab those as well. You can put those into your basket as well. You can see them all on the website, so do have a look at those. Let's give you a quick reminder, of course, of the one-day special. We're just going to have a look at Phil's embossing first, so you can see the full effect of that. Look at this.
I know.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful. Absolutely
really
beautiful. Now,
is.
you remember, once you've got these stamps home, and if I was to recommend one set of the embossing powders, it would be the super fines, because you've got the gorgeous copper, the gold in there, the white, and they pick all the detail out in these stamps, and they need that detail.
Yeah. Did you say the clears in there as well, Phill, in that set? Yeah. Which is important, because if you want to go with coloured ink, you can still go over the top with your clear as well. Wonderful. Now, we are very close to half of the stock of the one-day special now gone. This is only the second live hour, and of course, huge stocks. We'll have a look at a few more samples while we're here as well, but of course, you're getting those 4 stamp sets. You're getting 2 with the you're getting the sentiments, you're getting the beautiful script, that beautiful text on there. You're getting, you know, we've talked about the fathers, and it says fathers, so it could be Father's Day, it could be Father's birthday. We've got mothers on there, we've got all those relatives on there. You know, it could be a new mother, new baby. You know, you can decide how you work with these together. Of course, those sentiments are just right, aren't they? There's not too much said, but it's just perfect, and they will fit inside very many, if not all, of those nesting dies as well, if you look at the smaller sizes. Now, the paper pad, you've got 190 GSM. The most beautiful colour palette as well. I mean, the grey has got to be another one of my favourites in there. You can't really choose a favourite, because they all look so beautiful. You can't, though, can you, Phill? You can't. You look at the samples and you think, oh, I fall in love with that sample. You think, oh, maybe that's my favourite colour. Then we move to another sample and it's like, actually, do you know, they just work so beautifully together. I'm going to give you a quick reminder of 1 or 2 of the pages. I'm not going to show you them all, because I just want you to really appreciate the beauty and the colour and the designs here. And then I'll show you some more samples as well. So we have got that gorgeous overall pattern there, but it's not so busy that you kind of, it distorts away from everything else. You know, when you work with your layers, with your matte layering, you've got a larger design there, but you've got that distressed effect, that shading around the edge that's all been done for you as well. There you can see it in the grey. I mean, it just goes on. Let me just find, oh, there's another one, different design again.
Love
beautiful, that. Absolutely beautiful. And it works either way up, Phill, doesn't it?
Yeah,
landscape or portrait.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, we've got those beautiful stripes, and I am loving that mustard, I've got to say. I think we might be seeing more of that with the gold embossing powder as well. Absolutely beautiful. That's just a snapshot of what you're getting there. I'm going to try and pick up some different samples too early, just so we're seeing more from the wonderful design team. Some have got names on, some haven't. This is one of Loz's. So we can see that, you know, whether you're using the papers in the set, in the one-day special, or whether you're going with your own creations, your own papers, your own stamp backgrounds. You don't even have to always use those papers. Go for the cardstock that Phil's got on offer, the pick and mix, and find the colours that will complement, of course, with the embossing powders, with the pens. That is beautiful, isn't it? Another beauty there as well. Do look out for those flower dies as well. Another one. Do you know, I was going to say, I bet this is going to be Lozzie's now,
Yeah,
Phil
you
has
can
said.
tell.
Always different. Beautiful. Look with those bright colours as well. Do you know, very, very classy indeed. 224373 is the item number. Remember, as a Freedom member, you are saving £14.49. And you've got Flexi, 2 payments of £29.23. That is everything there. 70 stamps and all that paper as well. Now the pens, I know we're busy on these again, and I'm not surprised. Got to say it to you again just to remind you of you, maybe come in for the first time. These pens will not be reordered by Phil again this year, so grab what you can while we've got it, because the stocks have been flying. Set number 1, we're going to look at different item numbers here. So set number 1, you've got the fine tip and the flat tip water brush in there on top of those pens. So there's beautiful colours there, and of course you can mix all sorts of different colours with your blends of those different pens as well. 334739 is the item number for set 1. Set number 2, you may see more greens, blues, yellows, whatever colours are running through there, but they won't be replicated throughout any of these sets. You're going to get individual colours. So when it comes to the water brushes on this one, you've got the medium and the fine in there. Item number 845273. Then set number 3, when we've looked at that one, we'll give you the details for that. You're getting medium and fine with the water brush in this one as well. I'm noticing this one because I'm noticing the lovely greys in there as well, which are always so important. I know we hear that from all the guests that come here, but of course you've got all those other colours as well. And you've got those 2 water brushes in this one. The nibs on those are medium and fine again. That's right. I think I've already said that, haven't I? On set 3. Item number is it's set 4 now we're on to. So set 3, I think we're bringing up at the bottom. No, we haven't. We'll just change that just in case I missed it. But set number 4, you're getting the fine and the large water brush tip there under item number 127479. Yes, set 3 at the bottom currently for you. And remember, set 4, you do get your coded stickers as well. So if you want to really organise these, you can. You can use those stickers to help you. Put those onto your boxes so you can see exactly what you've got. Right, we're going back to Phil to see how he's getting on.
OK, so marvellous. So we're going to do the little flicky thing again with the watercolour pens. I'm just going to show you what I did while Catherine was talking to you. I can't lift it up because I've just covered it with glue and glitter. So I've just glued around the edge, yeah, and I've got the Diamond Dazzle on there. Obviously the glue's still white because it's still wet, but when it's dry, that's what you'll get.
It's such a lovely effect, isn't it?
I used it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm like. In fact, I messaged my sister the other day and I said, can you bring me a bag, not just a pot, can you bring me a bag of Diamond Dazzle down, because I have a bag that's... You should have a trio of my glitters.
We do.
My
I just put them on the website, actually, so you will find them there. We'll find the details, in fact, make it easier for you as well.
Right.
Oh, now you get, look, what you get there as well. You get the trio, the Diamond Dazzle, the Crystal Aurora and the Rainbow Crystals, all for just $19.99, 514985.
My essentials, they're my absolute essentials. If you've never had any of my glitters before, get them, because they're the ones that I use day in, day out. And I will also just say that if you've got the little pots that I did I've never been able to get any back since.
Haven't you?
But no, I just can't source them anymore. I'm not going with me, but the little pots, when I did Glitter Alchemy, if you mix the Diamond Dazzle with the Rainbow Crystals, which Rainbow Crystals is this one, and I know because it says it on the tub.
I don't doubt anything here with you, Phil. You're
Rainbow
so
Crystals is the iridescent super fine one.
That is beautiful, isn't it?
Because Diamond Dazzle is just clear, transparent, it gives you the texture and the crunch of the Diamond Dazzle, but it also adds the iridescence. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right, that's me. And the funny thing is, I never used to particularly like glitters, and I think it's only since I've done my own and I've been able to pick really good quality that I've started using it. But everybody that knows me, Diamond Dazzle. So I've chosen two brown colours, look.
Okay.
So we've got this kind of caramel colour and then the darker brown, and we're just going to do the same as I did on the last show. I'm going to do the light colour first and I'm going to flick. Now, you don't have to do this, it's just because I quite like the little faint splatters in the background, and because we're doing it with watercolour as opposed to paint, it really is quite faint. Nearly did. Okay. I nearly did.
Now, if you're wanting to replicate what Phil's doing and you're looking at the watercolour pen sets, if you're going for the full the full lot, you're not going to have to worry, are you? But you will find different browns. But I'm just looking at the stickers and I'm thinking either set number 1 or set number 3 would be a good choice if you want to find the colours that Phil's using.
Yeah, the more neutral colours. So all I've done is I've made it quite wet look. I'm just using the water brush that comes with it, and I'm just going to flick around the edge. Yeah.
Love it.
And if we were doing this with paint, I'm just going to get it a bit wetter, it would be a lot more obvious. But this actually just adds a little bit of texture and a little bit of shabbiness, if you like, but without it being heavy. There we go. And because it's water, you can dilute it even further if you want. So that's the lighter colour. I've got so many bits of kitchen roll all over, you wonon't believe it.
I just love those stamps, Phil. They're so elegant, aren't they?
Thank you. Well, your style is my style. It's bizarre. We've always said that, though.
Yeah, we have.
So now we're going to go for the darker brown. So had I have done this card with the same corners, the other ones, we could have coloured this in the 2 colours of the watercolour blending brush pens to match, but we've gone for gold this time. And then we'll just add some darker splats. Now, normally I would leave this to dry of its own accord, because then it actually soaks in and fades. But I'm just going to roll over. Do you see what I mean? Look, the two colours. Yeah. And it's just it's soft, and I think that's why I like it. Because, you know, sometimes when you see, like when I watch Leonie sometimes and I see her doing this, I'm like, oh no, it's everywhere. It's up the walls and everywhere. But I can't do that on my cards, but I can do this because it's soft and delicate. Yeah, so let's just get rid of that mess. And I'm going to...
I loved what you did with the flowers earlier as well, Phil. If I can find that sample just while you're wiping up. This is the card that Phil did at the launch show, using those glitters in there as well. You can see a little bit of sparkle. But you did a splatter on this one as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that's gesso.
Yeah, and the gesso on there.
Yeah.
On the flowers themselves.
So the flowers are actually the watercolour blending brush pens.
Yeah.
If I get time tomorrow, I'll try and do... The problem is the flowers take me a long time to do, which is why I always do them before I get here.
Okay.
I've left one to finish off now because we need to emboss it, but if I was to do this from scratch, it would be an hour just watching me make flowers. Right, because I know that's not going to dry in time, we're just going to roll over it with the kitchen roll. Okay. And all it does is it takes the surface water off. But can you see how soft that is, Laura? Oops. Where are we?
There we
so we've added
yes,
little splats, but it's quite delicate.
It's lovely.
And then we're going to pop that onto our card, and I might be able to finish one.
Yay!
I did finish the last one.
You're doing really well.
But I did do it.
I love watching you though, Phil, because although, you know, yes, you explain things so well, and we talk through the stamps and we talk through the embossing, and all of a sudden, when we get close to the end, you just put everything together, and it's like magic. It really is, when you see it all pulled together with those colours.
Like me, like you, colour coordinating, and the finished result is what makes all the faffing. When I'm doing my samples and prepping my demos for here, I mean, look at that already just by popping onto that warm stone cardstock. It just takes it to a whole new level. But in my craft room on the floor, I've usually got different mats with all the flowers drying from each project. Yeah, it just because it takes me so long. So this is the inverted corner squares that I know were really busy earlier.
Yep.
And I've just made a little frame with these and put some foam tape on to give it some dimension.
Very nice, that little bit of sparkle around the edge there.
Yeah, obviously. Diamond Dazzle again, because Diamond Dazzle goes with everything, because it's just translucent. And we'll put that in the middle. So I could have put that onto 2 layers really, but I won't waste the time, because I want to emboss that flower. And then I've got the sentiment here that I did glitter. This is what I've usually got lying on my floor in my craft room, all the glue, glitters and everything drying. I've got no nails. Hey. I thought you said something. I've got no nails, so I'm working on that.
I think it was our director you heard then. I can tell everybody as well, the one day special, half the stock has now gone. Only the second live hour, remember? I'm not surprised it's been so busy.
It's very elegant, and I think because it's specifically a card maker's collection. Hang on, I should have put some glue on the back of that, but I'm just showing off now.
Oh, your tweezers as well. We've got those on the show, haven't we? Let's bring in the details for those. 3 different types of tweezers. We'll see if we can have a closer look at those, actually.
although yours might be clear. This set here, you're going to laugh when I show you this. Hang on, let me just get this. You're going to laugh at me. So I've got... hang on. So I've got 1, 2...
Oh, how many sets in there?
I think there's about 5. This one in particular, I mean, you get all 3. So you've got the super fine, long, pointy ones. Have you got the set there?
I've got yes, I have got the set actually.
The flat-nosed one.
The flat-nosed ones is this one, isn't it?
Catherine, I don't know how I ever crafted without it.
Really? I know you've said that
so
before, I've heard you, yeah. So is this the one that we'd use for picking up your gems, or is it the curved ones for the gems?
Either. So the flat-nosed one is really good for picking your pearls and your gems up. The curved one is good because you can do it, you can lay the curved part flat to pick your gems up as well.
Yeah.
So if you've got self-adhesive gems, for example, which is not something I use, but they are really good for that because you can grab them and pull it up.
Yeah.
And the long pointy ones, essential.
Look how fine they are.
These are Teflon coated as well, so unless, like me, you dip them in loads of glue on your flowers,
it's going to come off.
It just peels off.
Yeah.
It just
That is
peels off.
do you know, that is so worth it though, because to have them Teflon coated like that, because that is a bit of a bugbear of mine as well. Scissors, tweezers, those metal tools, they do get sort of gungy, don't they?
Yeah. Right, so we've got the flowers I've already got done. This is the Enchanted Flowers, which is one of my favourites of the 4 sets of flowers that I've done. These have got a bit squashed in there. But the Enchanted one, you can curl... Oh, where are we? You can curl it back like that.
Yeah.
You can curl it forward. You can do all sorts with these flowers, and it's one that I use constantly. So we're just going to recreate that. Now, on the sentiment and the background, I did the anti-static bag because I didn't want any stray bits. But on here... I'm not. I'm hoping I get a few little stray bits. So can you see here, look, when I was doing them, you've got a few little stray bits of the gold embossing powder, but it all adds there.
Oh, yes. Oh, it does look effective, doesn't it? Yeah, I love it.
And that's without trying. That's just by not anti-staticking the flower. So the flowers were created in exactly the same way as I did the other ones. It's the 2 colours of pen that I used to do my splats. And you just scribble some of the lighter one on your mark, mist it with water, dip it in it, and then put a little bits of scribble with the darker one direct onto it, mist it with water, and then leave it to dry.
Lovely.
So we're just going to emboss this one quickly. I said I was going to finish this, and you watch, I bet I don't end up finishing it. So I'm just doing that random, because it doesn't need to be neat.
You could literally use any of the stamps in the set to do the flowers, couldn't you? And
absolutely.
They would all work.
You'll get a different look every time, Catherine. In fact, one of the cards, I can't see the cards in front of you, but one of them I actually stamped. I won't bother looking because you'll be there for like an hour. One of the cards that I did, one of my samples, I've stamped on every petal.
Did you?
And it just transforms them, Catherine. Using the little worker stamps, as everybody calls them, it just transforms the flowers. I'll try and do it tomorrow. I'm not going to have time tonight. There we go.
Would it be the one we're looking at now, Phil?
That's the one. Well done. So if you zoom in on those flowers, you can see I've done a green and a blue flower and alternated them.
Oh, and that's that colour combination that you used at 6 o'clock as well, isn't it?
Chartreuse and totally turquoise.
Oh, do look out for those colours in the cardstock.
And I've stamped one of the little worker stamps on every petal. And because you've got 2 different sizes of that little stamp, that one that you're looking at, when you get to the smaller flowers, you can use the smaller stamp, and it just looks so polished.
It really does. And again, using the watercolour pens, and that's all you've used, apart from the colour in the cardstock, there's colour.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. I'm trying to make it easy for us all to do the same sort of thing. So I've not anti-static this one on purpose. I'm just heating from above, because texture is what I want on this. And it takes the plain die cut, and it makes it something quite luxurious. There we go. So you've got hints of the flourish that is in the background. So the whole look is finished. 5 minutes. See what I mean? You just said 5 minutes in my ear.
You did hear 5 minutes in your ear. Definitely.
Right, so I'm just going to
This is another hour that's just literally flown past.
Shaping tool. I'm going to dip it in my... What's this? My Versamark.
Yes.
So dipping it in the Versamark just uses the glycerin, and it makes it easier to shape the card. So I'm just going all the way around.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Each petal. You can see it actually curls itself just by doing that. I don't know why I'm doing this on all four, because it's going to be battered in a minute anyway. And I'll do the same with this one. You know me and flowers on my cards. It's kind of... I'm almost known as much for my flowers as I am for sentiments.
One of your cards, Phil, in a room with 1,000 other cards, and I bet we could pick it out.
Probably. Right, so we're just going to glue this together. 2 layers. So I'm just using my white glue because it's the best one for this sort of thing. These tweezers again. I'm going to add a gold pearl. Now, I don't know whether we've got any gold pearls on the web. They're not on the show, but there might be some on the website. For those of you that collect my pearls, which these are the these are the ombre ones.
Oh.
These are the ombre ones. You can see I'm a bit greedy,
stop it,
look.
Phil. That's just not fair.
But these are the ombre ones. Now, if there are any on the website, I'm telling you to get them now, because we've not got enough to bring them back.
Haven't you?
I've not got enough to bring them back now.
Oh, no.
No, so if there's any you've not got. So this is what I do with these tweezers, love. This is exactly how I do my flowers. So I always put excess glue in the middle, more than I actually need.
Yeah.
And I push down, pull my petals up, and the wet glue as it dries. Now you'll know this if you put flowers on your cards. Wet glue on flowers, particularly die cut, as it's drying, it actually pulls the petals out. So I leave all mine, I've told you what I do, I leave them all on my mat, on my floor in my craft room while they're drying, leave them for 5-10 minutes, then I come back and I push in again, and because the glue has effectively gone off, it's almost set, they keep the shape. Yeah.
That is another great tip. It's almost watching your own...
Top tip.
Paper flowers come into bloom, isn't it?
Yeah,
Seeing them
absolutely.
shape themselves.
Right, so we'll get these stuck on, and then I think we're done.
Yay!
And wait till you see it next
wonderful.
to the other one. It's so different from the same set of stamps. For me, as a crafter, as a card maker, a set of stamps that delivers this is just worth its weight in gold.
They definitely are go-to stamps. I mean, I can imagine using you on tissue paper as well, Phil. You know, if you're making a nice box to go with your card, stamp on the tissue paper as well, so everything matches.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so let's just get these on. 2 minutes should be just enough time for me to stick all these 500 flowers on, but it's what makes it, it finishes them off. And you can see I'm tucking under and what have you.
Beautiful.
And then don't ask me about the butterflies because they're not out yet, but I'm going to pop it on. I'm being naughty.
Oh, well, I think you've said enough there to let us realise there's 1 or 2 little hints been thrown out there about something new perhaps coming at some point.
So
Who
that's just
knows?
going to go finish off the top. And that is actually a relatively simple card from me.
Oh, wow.
But how classy does that look? You're going to be able to do this once you've got these stamps, so just make some space. And I'm going to put these side by side because it's effectively the same card.
Look at that.
But look at...
Beautiful.
Now, that
Different
for
stamps
me,
used,
if
different
I was at
colours.
home, I would want these stamps because of how different, how much versatility there is.
Yeah.
Such a good value for money set of stamps.
And so completely different, Phil, but still, you've used very little of those stamp sets.
Yeah.
You've still got so much more to go with. Work with the stamps that work with the shape of the die that you're working with as well, don't forget. It's all there for you. 70 individual stamps. We've got corners, we've got flourishes, we've got stamps that work around your ovals, your circles. You've got those little stamps in there as well. I mean, to sit and to stamp onto every single petal of a flower, spend your time, you know, really spend your time and enjoy it because you're going to get the most beautiful results. And then, of course, the paper pad as well. Those different designs there. You have got 5 different colours, 4 different designs, 190 GSM. Oh, just stunning, absolutely stunning. That Flexi Buy as well, £29 and 23 pence now, another in a month's time. Don't miss out on the freedom prize. Phil, thank you so much. Thank you. It's been an absolute delight. Don't go anywhere, though. I've got a show on my own next. Keep me company, please. Yes, another lovely hour, actually. It's Storage Happy Hour. Don't miss that. We've got some great bargains. And then, of course, the lovely Phill is back an hour later. And then we've got a Crafty Devils Happy Hour for you, too.
Hi, I'm Nikki Hassan, and I bring Spellbinders products here to Hochanda. Spellbinders are an American-based company, and they have been in the industry for well over 15 years. Spellbinders have always brought us dies with stunning detail,
but today you will find tools, dies and stamps within the Spellbinder range. What I love about Spellbinders is their partnership with licensed designers. This always keeps my creativity flowing. I hope to inspire you with lots of hints and tips on how to use your Spellbinder products. So join us for the Spellbinder shows here on Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select Settings. Select your network and select Setup Connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Lou from Studio Light. Studio Light has been around for about 40 years now. They're based in the Netherlands. It's a family-run business with a great heritage. The products that Studio Light bring us are very diverse, fantastic dyes, great papers, but all round on trend. Over the 40 years Studio Light have evolved. They listen to me, the demonstrator, and you, the customers, and really take our ideas on board. On the Hochanda shows, we'll share with you the diverse techniques and products will inspire you to produce your own individual pieces of artwork. So make sure you don't miss the Studio Light shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Vicky. We are the Stamping Sisters
from Stamp Addicts. We started our family-run business in 1992 when we were importing rubber stamps from the USA.
But now we design and manufacture them all here in-house in our shop in Bedfordshire.
We make grey rubber stamps and we make them as deeply etched as we possibly can so that you can use them in many different ways.
On our shows on Hochanda, we like to give you lots of different techniques to use with the stamps, different ways that they can be used and ideas.
We hope that we can inspire you to get out your stamps and have a play. Look at all the different designs we've got. We've got Christmas, we've got scenic, we've got cute and furry. There's something for everyone.
Make sure you don't miss the Stamp Addict shows
on Hochanda.
Well, we've just come out of one very happy hour with Phil Martin, leaving a very happy gentleman because the one-day special is very, very busy. And we're into another happy hour, one with great savings that are only going to last for this hour only. So keep an eye on that yellow box because that's where those savings are. It's all about storage, But I think this is a specific type of storage, really. We're thinking more about your craft rooms when it comes to maybe your knitting, your sewing. Although saying that, I think there's definitely other options. So stay with us and have a look at what we've got on offer, because of course we have got those wonderful savings for you. Now we are live, of course. This is our final live hour today here at Hochanda Studios, and I know that the chat group are likely to be there as well. So do say good evening, and it's a good evening from me. Let us know how you're getting on. Let us know what you've been doing today. Have you been reorganising your crafty bits? Maybe you have. Share your pictures. I know we've done this before, but I don't usually get to see these. It's normally Adam that gets to see these. Share your pictures. Perhaps a New Year's resolution was to reorganise. Perhaps you've started that. So do share with us what you've been up to. Let's see what we've got up first, though. And I can tell you, do shop ahead as well, because we're already getting busy. But the first item, this is beautiful, actually. Let me just show you the lid. Now, we've got the Beechwood knitting pin box here. Now, quite often when I see wooden boxes, I think, oh, you could decorate these if you're an all-round crafter, but I wouldn't with this. I'd keep it exactly as it is. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, look at this. You've got a really nice box there, really sturdy box. You've got those proper dovetail joints on the corners as well. That shows quality, absolute quality. And then you've got that lovely little clasp on there as well. This would make a beautiful gift for someone, wouldn't it? It really would. Now, of course, you can keep all your needles in there, your knitting needles, your crochet hooks could go in there as well. Spools of thread would work in there if you wanted to put them in. Maybe your embroidery threads could go in there. Oh, hearing some good ideas. Perhaps you're thinking, not for your sewing needs, maybe a tie. I know something else that could go in there. Something like a scroll. You know, if you've got a graduation scroll or something like that, that would fit in there, I think, as well. I wonder if we can find out the actual size of that. I don't know if we've got the details, but we'll try and find out. Only £10.99. Great gift for someone, that as well, or treat yourself. 892767 is the item number on that one. We are busy, as I say already, so do be shopping ahead. Ah, wait. I've just found something under the counter that's going to come in very handy. I'm not demoing, but look, just spotted this. So we're going in inches, 17 inches long, and width-wise, it is, oh, just a little fraction over 3 inches, and the height of it, if I do that as well, that is about 2 3/4 inches. So really, really good size. I'm going to keep that board to hand just in case I need it later. There we are. We are very busy on that. I'd get more than one of those and be gifting them as well, or maybe keep a set for your knitting needles, maybe a set for your crochet hooks or your other bits and pieces. Now, the next item we've got a set of boxes for you. These are Millward as well, a very well-known brand when it comes to your soft craft accessories. Very busy for these. Already 30% of the stock has gone. You are getting 3 of them. One of them is unwrapped, so you can see what you get in here as well. Less than £10. Oh yes, a better than half price, saving £14 here. That's for this hour only, remember. Now, what's nice about these, you've got the removable or the movable dividers. So that means you can take out these sections and you can decide how big you want those compartments, so you can change them around a little bit. It all works because you've got those little slots on the side there. So you can slot them in, so you can take some out and have, you know, if you wanted to leave it like that, you could do. So you've got a bigger area there, or you change it around, maybe make a long compartment there as well. The fact that you've got 3 of those means, of course, you've got a lot of good storage there, all for just £9.97. Fabulous, love it. Oh, the sizes on these, actually. It's nice when it's already there. That's the size of the box. So you can see 23.1. by 15.6 by 6.4 centimetres, or in inches, 9 by 6 by 2.5. Lovely, nice round numbers in the inches there. Really good buy, isn't it? That 649388 is the item number. Now, this next item, oh, this really is nice. Now, I certainly wouldn't think this is just for your sewing needs. Again, it is Millward again. That, do you know, another great idea from the gallery. Yeah, your knives and forks for your kitchen table would go on there beautifully. Again, I wouldn't redecorate this one. I am a big fan of sort of upcycling, but sometimes you get such a beautiful item with lovely wood, and the fact that this has been made with those lovely dovetailed corners again. These are rounded as well. They're not even square, so there's no sharpness to it. Beautiful. Let me show you those compartments, nice and deep as well. Very busy on this one. £14.50 is the saving. Again, do you know, I'd be going for more than one of those as well. £10.49 for a box of that quality, definitely. Now, oh, we've got the size for this already. 16 by 24 by 11. I've just confirmed that it's definitely 24. Yeah, so that sounds good to me. 16 by 24. 11 must be the height then. Yeah, it is. Brilliant. Great size. Item number 562291 for that one. We're staying with millward. Look at this. We've got another beauty for you as well. Do you know, these are fabulous, aren't they? Have you got a dedicated craft room? These are going to look so smart in there. Seriously, just have a look at this. Do you know, is Dave watching? Dave Kirk? I think he'd be well impressed with these. He works with wood. Look at the joints again here and how smooth they are. I turn that around, look. There's no sharpness, no sharp edge, really smooth because they've been rounded off for you. How beautiful. Now with this one, a little bit different because you've got a drawer at the bottom. I'm going to take that right out. Sometimes I'm pleased we don't get to see things before the show and I find out all these bits and pieces. There's something, yeah, it does. I've just spotted something. I wanted to check it was what I thought it was. Look on the back there, you've got those metal areas. That's because you've got magnets in there. So when you put the drawer inside, the magnets are going to stop it falling out when you're carrying it. That again shows the quality of something. Everything's been thought out. Really, really lovely. Now there's another little lid here to look at because, look, you're going to get all sorts in here. £14 saving again, £23.99, 488654. Very busy. I'm not surprised these are busy, seriously. Shall we test the magnets? I'm a bit scared now, just because I'm putting my hand there first. Wait a minute, I'm going to let go. Look, the drawer's not falling out. That is quality. That is quality. Wow. I think I need these. Oh, it's happy hour. Can I just nip off? £23.99, £14 saving, 488654 is the item number. Dimensions on this one, 25 by 25. It's a nice square by 14.5 centimetres in height. Really, really good size. These are fabulous. Next time these are on and I'm not doing happy hour, I'm buying. Right, moving along again. Do you know, we've got our eye on these. I know Kirsty has fallen in love with one of these in particular as well. We've got two different options. Are these made by millwood as well? Because the wood, they're not, but look, the wood matches beautifully. Very well made. Now, the option I've got here is the Swan Pebble. Pebble being the colour, and of course you can see the swans on there. 100% cotton fabric. There's a little surprise in this one as well. I didn't realise was there. I'm just going to lift this up. You've got a pocket inside. So you could pop your knitting needles and things in there. I think these were probably thought about or made initially for your knitting. So you can put your balls of wool in there, the project that you're working with, and then your knitting needles will slide into the pockets there. But I do think, you know, if you've got magazines and things, you could put them in there. Obviously, don't overload them too much. You don't want to put too much strain in there. But really sturdy. In fact, again, the quality of this, let me just show you, point this out. I'll lift that up. So you've got the fabric that goes all the way underneath, and then the actual pocket or the main part of the carrier there, that's the base of it. So that's really adding to the structure there as well. I presume these are going to fold. Yes, they do. Look at that. So you could take that on your travels, couldn't you? If you know, start a project, you just go with your bits and pieces, start your project, pop it all inside when you're not working with it, and it just looks very smart. Now, we do have another option. I think this is Kirsty's favourite, the Cactus Hoedown. You've still got the pocket inside there as well. There it is. You've got little compartments to put your needles in again. Wonderful stuff. Really good size, these again. Have we got the dimensions for this, or do I need to measure this one? Do you know, my ruler might not be big enough to do from... Oh, we might have them actually. 23 by 36 by 36. I'm just checking something. Is that centimetres? Well, this looks bigger than that to me. 23 by 36 by 36. Right, okay. So the 36 will be measuring the framework. So across the front there, and then obviously 23 is going to be the height of this, I think, and then from the side you can see we've got the width there for you as well. Great buy. £12.99. Again, you can go for these for your gift ideas. Maybe Mother's Day. Great Mother's Day. My mum would have loved one of these when she was knitting. Lovely option here as well. 950872 is the item number. I am going to give you a bit of a heads up though. If you particularly like the cactus, we haven't got a lot of stock of that one left now. More of the swan, but busy across everything we've seen so far. But we've got more. We've got even more for you. I recognise this fabric as well. This is a beautiful fabric. Now this is from Hobby Gift. There is something inside here. You've probably guessed what is contained in here. This is your sewing machine bag. There we are. Now obviously if you've got one of those enormous quilting machines, it probably won't fit into this bag, but your regular, you know, home machines, this one is a Janome. You can see you've got lots of different stitches on there as well. So it might give you an idea as to the type of machine that you're looking at here. Lovely double zips on there, lovely fabric. And you've got as well that closure on the top of the handle, so you've got that comfort holder there as well, so when you carry it, it's not cutting into your hand. Do you know, that's a weighty machine in there as well. It's a good quality machine. Really nice. Little pocket on the front. Let me turn it to the side so you can see what a lovely design the fabric is. £18.99 for this. £31 saving, 871617. We do have the dimensions for you as well. 15 is the width in centimetres, so that is across here, by 33, which is going to be your height, by 48 across, and it's got that beautiful shape to work with your sewing machines as well. Look at the stitching on the handles, it's all reinforced for you as well, a huge saving. Do you know, you'd be proud to have that stood out in your room, wouldn't you? It should be almost £50, that £49.99. That's the price it will go up to after this hour. Don't pay that, pay £18.99 and check out your baskets before 10 o'clock, of course. Now the next item, I've seen this before, this is another one I absolutely loved. And you'll see why. I think not only is it the most beautiful fabric, I mean those colours, the greens and the blues, they remind me of Phil Martin's colours actually, and the flowers that he cuts out. Oh, don't miss the one day special. If you haven't seen it yet, you must catch up on it. Now this of course is a sewing box. It is a twin lid square sewing box. So twin lid, obviously you've got one lid and you've got another lid and they match. Almost. There is a little bit of difference. Look, because we've got a little pocket in here. We've got our pin cushion in there as well. Let me just put that one down so you can see. The elasticated pocket there, the pin cushion. I think the colour that this has been lined with as well, doesn't it complement so beautifully? Everything that again is just, it's just sheer quality. That's what it screams. Two little pockets there as well. The binding that goes around here, very, very pretty. Then you've got your inner tray, which has got lots of compartments in there. Really good sturdy tray as well. And then of course you've got your bottom box there, which you're going to be able to keep all sorts in there. Really good size again, beautifully lined. The size is 26 by 26 centimetres, so that's your square of your box, by 18, which is the height. And let me just show you the bottom, because you've even got the little feet on there. So that's going to protect not only the box, but also your surface or your floor as well. This really is a lovely gift. Again, my mum used to do so much sewing. She'd have loved this. She can't sew the same now because she can't see the stitches the same, but she would have absolutely loved that. Gorgeous handles on there as well. Let me just make sure I've got to put that in the wrong way. There it is, that's better. Make sure you get the tray the right way round and then the lid shuts properly. Half price. Again, £15.99. That for £16, let's just round it up, as a gift to yourself or a gift to someone else. Half price deal, 137552 is the item number. Now we've got another little caddy for you now. This is quite sweet as well. Look, you've got that beautiful design, the fabric. So, yeah, it's got stitching on there, but it doesn't have to be used, again, just for your sewing needs. It can be whatever you wish. Lovely and sturdy again. I've seen this one before, and I know it's very sturdy. You've got that lovely handle there as well. Nice comfort handle as well, because it's got that fabric around there. It's nice to sort of carry around. Do you know, you can feel the weight of the caddy. Not too much, obviously, that it's too heavy, but you can feel, again, the quality of the materials that's been built with. Only £10.49 for this one. The nice thing about this as well, because there's no lid on there, you can put higher, you know, the height is good for you, because those needles, again, crochet hooks, paintbrushes perhaps, if you want to use it for that. The actual case of the body of this here is 11 centimetres high. It's 16 in width. And it's 24 across there in centimetres and 16 the other way. So if I hold it that way, you can see. Lovely. 374809 and £9.50 saving of that one. Now I've seen this before, but I didn't realise actually. that, do you know, last time I saw this, it was just on the counter and nobody had put any filling in it. We have actually got some wool in here, and I didn't realise that the top closed up like that. This is a really good buy again. This is a very sturdy bag. Now this is a 2 for 1 because we've got more than one item. So the wonderful wool bag, I'm going to open that in a second, but you also get this, which makes me smile. Craft, sleep, repeat. I did say previously that if that was made for me, it would just say craft, craft, repeat. There wouldn't be any sleep in there. There wouldn't. Very little of that do I get because my mind just never shuts off. Let's have a look at this. This is really, I honestly didn't realise that it had the drawstring at the top, so that means, shall we see what we've got in here? This is chunky yarn as well. Look at these. Wow, the yarn's not included, but it is, 7-day savers. Let's see how many we've fitted in. I can't believe how chunky these are. These are 250 grams. That is a really, really chunky wool, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I wasn't expecting that many there. 8. These are huge. I don't know what the dimensions of these are, but they're massive. Well, if I put my hand next to it, look, let me get my hand right on the edge of it. Look at that. 8 of those fit in that bag. I reckon we could have got a couple more in there as well. Love that, love that. Oh, shall we see if we can fit some more in? See if we can get hold of some more. I'm going to stack these in here at the bottom. I'll give you the details while I'm doing this. £15.99, £8 saving. Don't forget, you are getting both items. 862 243. I've got that many projects on the go. You know, when I'm crocheting, I can't just do one thing. I've got so many things on the go. This would be a great option to put all my yarn in because I've got that many different colours. Because you've got the drawstring, this is the thing, isn't it? You can really increase on the size of it. So we've got 8 in there, 9, 10, I think we're halving. We've got 11 in there. I reckon we could still get another one in there, you know, but look. Whoa. And you can pull that really nice. Look at that. That's a great bag, isn't it? And that as well. Love it. 862 243 is the item number if you want to go for that one. Wonderful. Again, another great gift, or just treat yourself with that one. Now, the next item makes me smile. These are so much fun. Now, you're getting both of these. These are rose gold. And look, they're not just a lovely design. They are giant thimbles. That's what they are. So you could put these as plant pots, you know, use them as plant pots. So you could put in maybe your little bobbins again, your bits of spare thread, your scraps of fabric, your buttons would go in there. Paintbrushes again, they don't have to be used for sewing, they're just really good, aren't they? And if you wanted to go for these and gift, you could split that down, so that would make 2 gifts really. £13.99 is the price. There's a £6 saving. Lovely colour bin in the rose gold. 359005, and the diameter is 12.5 by 12. So that's not a proper round then, that can't be the diameter. It must be across the top and the height maybe, because they look proper round to me. Whatever they are, they're a really great buy. 359005. And then something else that I've not seen these before actually, but we're usually very busy on these when we've had them on. Now I like the idea of these because not only have you got the spools in their holders, you've got coloured, so you get the bobbins with them, you get the spools with them. So it's not just the box and you put your own spools in there, you get the spools as well. All in colours. Look at that. So you're not going to lose them easily, are you? Do you know, it's a good idea having colours as well, because, you know, we use different types of threads, don't we? So you could have a different colour for your different types of thread. So you might want sort of an invisible thread on one colour, you might want your overlocking thread on another, metallic thread on another. So you have got the options there of how to use those. You're getting both of those. 50 bobbins in each, so that's 100 bobbins in total. That's a really good buy again. £11.99, that's all it is. £4 saving, 755,779. We've got so many goodies for you. And honestly, when you get any of these items home, I think when you see the quality of these and what you've paid for them, you are going to be absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. I haven't seen anything that I'm not impressed with, if I'm truthful. Now, we have got a couple more items to tell you about as well. Now we're going to do this, but I've seen this before actually. I love, love, love this. Now this is one that I would say, as a crafter, I would probably consider decorating this one up. This is more of a pine wood. But it's lovely. It's got a great surface and it's very handy as well, very neat. If I just open the two top openings there as well, you've got little magnetic clasp on there, so you've got nice holders at the top, again for your cotton, your reels, your bobbins, whatever you want to put on there. You've noticed it's got those hinges on, so if I just shut these up a little bit, I'll shut one side, pull that out, let's pull them both out. Try not to do it without twisting everything around too much so you can see. There, so you've got, of course, your inner storage area there as well, and then you've probably spotted it, you do have that little drawer also included, which is very, very handy. All for £20, £19.99, a £4 saving on this one. I definitely would paint this up or do some sort of paint effect on there. This is not just for your sewing again. You could keep, I don't know, cake decorating cutters in there perhaps, maybe some tools. Maybe you want a few tools to hand. You could put your little screwdrivers and bits and pieces in there. Definitely good for makeup, like that idea. You can carry that around everywhere as well, can't you? Let me just turn that around so you can see it from every side. There we are. Dimensions on this one is, the width of it is 29 centimetres. The height is 18. And 17 is the depth of it. Okay, so we're calling the width the longer edge at what was that, 29 centimetres. 686475, another great gift for anyone actually. Again, I would consider multi-buying on that one while we've got it in stock. Love it. Now we've got more because the cross-stitch trinket box, this is such a good idea. I'm going to see if I can just slide one of these out because you really need to see this. Now you do get two. Nothing to stop you going for more than two if you want to, of course, multi-buy. This is such a clever idea. If I just bring that packaging back in again, you can see you can actually cross-stitch into the lid. So it's not just there for effect, you can actually work into there. What a great way to personalise. I'm thinking a new baby's gift, maybe a little pair of booties or a nice bib in there, and you could cross-stitch their initial or maybe their birth date in there, maybe a wedding gift, a christening gift, a birthday gift, Mother's Day. Maybe you could buy this and fill it with, you know, needles or yarns and things and gift it as it is so somebody can do the project themselves, but you've given them the materials to work with. So two of those. Beautiful wood again. If you want to decorate the wood, you can do it. Only £13.48. £8.50 is the saving on these. And these are 15 by 15 centimetres square. The depth of it, of each one, is 7 centimetres, and you can see that lid is separate there as well. 553499 is the item number. Now we do have something else. We've got some foldable storage. I've seen these before. These are really good. We haven't got them on the counter. We don't have many of these left either, but these are really sturdy again. You get all three. You don't have to choose an option here. These are all three. £6 saving. And they do, I remember this because I was picking them up and carrying them around. When you pick up through the handles, they do kind of squash together so you can carry it really easily. You don't have to pick it up as a box, one handle in one hand, one in the other. They are great storage for any needs, actually. £6 saving, 025317 is the item number. Now, have you heard about our Freedom Club? Maybe we've got new viewers who haven't, so we're going to tell you about that right now.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888 and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Yes, do join. I'm a member, you know. It's a good job as well. Oh, save me a fortune. Right, let's have a look at this item again. We're starting right at the beginning. We are very, very busy on this. Half of the stock has gone. Now, this is beautiful. I'm going to say it again. I know I've said it a lot, but it truly is beautiful. I would not decorate this. I would keep it exactly as it is. I think it is stunning. Those beautiful dovetail joints on the corner. It shows the sheer quality of this. You know, it's all been finished off beautifully. I'm even good shoe underneath, look, because it looks beautiful all the way round. You've got that clasp there. You've got lovely hinges on here as well. Open it up. You can keep your needles in there if you want. It is made as a knitting pin box, but you can put other things in there if you wanted to. I'm just thinking, you know, all sorts of different keepsakes could go in there. You know, new baby, you know, things, you know, when you say things when you've got little baby from the hospital and the band and things like that, a lock of hair, you know, all sorts of things. Yeah, use it as a memory box. It doesn't have to be just for your knitting pins or knitting needles. £10.99, £5 saving, 892767. I will remind you of the dimensions on this as well. So the depth is 7 centimetres. The width is 43.5 centimetres. And the height is 8 centimetres. So this is the height. So the first measurement I gave you was the depth. So from front to back. Lovely, absolutely lovely. We are busy on that. Oh, yes. Perhaps you like a certain wizard. And lots of people make those wands, don't they? Those decorative wands. It could be a wand box. Ah. Yeah, for that price, amazing. Oh, that is such a good idea. 892767, it remains very busy, that item as well, so make sure you check your baskets out. A reminder, it is a happy hour as well, so the prices do go up at 10 o'clock, so the savings will only apply for the next about 33 minutes. It sounds a long time, but things start to sell out very quickly, and the time certainly goes quickly. Now, in fact, talking of things going quickly, this next item is limited stock. Now, you're getting 3 of these. Now, I've taken out some of the dividers because you can do that. You can change the compartment size, so you can make it suit yourself. The fact that you've got 3 of these is wonderful. Do you know, I'm just looking at these. I don't know if it will tell me on the front. I'm not going to take the plastic off. I think these might. Do they stack together at all? I'm wondering if they stack together. I think they are. They do, because they're called Stack Store. Am I allowed to take the plastic off? Can I? Just got to try it, you see. Just got to try it. Because if they do stack, of course, that takes up less room on your... Yes, they do. Perfect. And they lock together quite... Oh, we've just technically sold out of those. Check your baskets out. If we get any bounce back, look at that. I'm so impressed with that. I wish I'd realised that before. Oh, well, I'm too late anyway, because we sold out, haven't we? So I'm not going to even give you the item number. Next item, millward again. This has been very, very busy. I'm going to remind you again and show you again those beautiful joints on the corner and the fact that these are so perfectly rounded. And it's important, isn't it, when we're using caddies and boxes and things like that, they've got those very sharp corners. You do knock yourself, you do catch them, or if you're carrying and you bump into somebody. I've done it to myself loads of times. You know, I've been walking around with a box and then kind of caught the wall or something, and it's jabbed into me as well, and it does hurt. So the fact that you've got those rounded corners is so wonderful. Just beautiful as it is. I honestly wouldn't decorate that. I'd just leave it as it is. The height is 11 centimetres, the width is 24 centimetres, and the depth, so from front to back, is 16 centimetres, and you've got those 4 compartments there as well. Seriously, use that. You know, your makeup brushes, yeah, a little tool kit maybe, a little tool caddy, paint brushes would go in there, all your embossing tools perhaps you do pergamano and you want somewhere to store all your tools, they would go in there as well. £10.49 is the price, £14.50 is the saving, well below half price. Makes it even better, doesn't it? 562291 is the item number. To go along with that, you see, to me, these are a matching pair, so I'd have to go for both of them. I'm so impressed with this box. I really am. I'm going to do it again. Can I? Watch. That drawer, you would expect it. I'm going to move my hands so I'm not cheating. You would expect that to fall out. Well, it won't, because it's got magnets on the back of it. Let me show you again. Look. Pull it out. Of course, you can remove it if you pull it. But there are the 2 metal... I don't know if they're the magnet bits or the metal bits that attach to the magnets, but obviously you've got the other part in the back, so that means when you slide that in, and it slides in beautifully as well, no sticking. That's important to me. No sticking there, you don't have to sort of wiggle it around to get it out. But it means it holds it nice and tight for you, so when you are travelling around or carrying, it's not going to tilt and then drop out. Then, of course, at the top, That's where you've got another lovely storage area. Really generous size again, lots of storage in there. Only £23.99, a £14 saving. 488654. I'll give you the dimensions on this one as well. So we've got a square. So this is 25 by 25. So that's the square of the box itself. And then you've got 14.5 centimetres as the height there. Lovely. Do like that. Look, you can't split these. Look, you need to go for both of these. Do you know, they are... That little caddy is slightly narrow, so it sits beautifully, doesn't it? Doesn't that look smart? That looks really smart. And then, of course, when you want to get inside there, you just take that away. Oh, I couldn't go for one of these without the other. Definitely not. Are we going to have any left at the end of the show? Who knows? Right, let's move down again because we've got more for you. 2 options. These are lovely. Let me just show you how these fold again. This is the Swan's Pebble. So Pebble being the colour. Swans being the design there. Really nice indeed. You can see how that fabric just wraps around the doweling at the bottom there. So when you stand this out, it can only go so far because of the width of the fabric. So it won't overstretch, it won't sort of slide around and collapse on itself. It can't go any further than that fabric will allow. Really nice because you've got the pocket inside as well where you can put your knitting needles. There are little compartments. It's hard to see because it's clear. There you are. I think you can see, can't you, the joins there. So you can put your different size knitting needles in there. There's a larger pocket as well, so you can use that for whatever you wish. There's even lots of a little tag there as well. I suppose that's so you can just put your needles through there, maybe with your work on there, so things don't kind of fall off your work. Maybe it's for a pattern. You could roll a pattern up and put in there as well. Really like these again. You've got 2 options. So that's the Swan's Pebble, and you've got the Cactus. Oh, this one's Cactus Hold Down, limited stock on this one now. Only £12.99. Exactly the same. Hobby Gift is what this brand name is as well. You can see that lovely little label on there. That makes it look really smart, actually, having that there. 950872 is the item number. So let's give you the depth of this. 23 centimetres, 36 by 36 square. So obviously the larger area that you're looking at there, 36 centimetres. Really good size, very nice indeed. And you can just tuck those away, fold them flat and tuck them away when you're not using them. Now the sewing machine bag, this is beautiful. This has got a huge saving on it as well. Just take away that fastening there so I can open this up again. Double zips, so you can see you can pop your machine in there. Oh, there's another pocket inside. Didn't even see that last time. We've got one on the other side, is it just that side? Oh, there's pockets this side as well. Yeah, there's pockets this side where I am. There isn't any zips on them. They're open pockets, but very useful. But you've definitely got a zip pocket there, look, so you can keep all your bits and pieces in there. Very nice indeed. When you're crafting on the go, maybe you do take your sewing machine to work, or, you know, when you can visit friends and family again, this is a great way of carrying it around. Lovely pocket on the front there as well. We've got the little tabs on the side, so when you're using the zip, you just hold onto that tab and then zip. It keeps the fabric taut, so it zips beautifully. Very nice indeed. Do like that. Impressed with that. Reinforced handles. You can see the stitching on there, so you can see where it's been crossed with a very strong stitch in there as well. Now, dimensions on this, just in case you're looking at your sewing machine, is 15 centimetres in depth. So that would be, if I just turn it around, we're looking across here. 33 centimetres is the width, so across here, and 48 centimetres in height. That looks the other way around to me, because it's wider there. I think our information's wrong. I think the 48 is definitely not the height, it's the width. Do you know, where's my trusty ruler? Just to double check. Just to double check. Let me have a look. I'm going at the widest point here, so I'll have to measure. Well, there's a full ruler. 30. Yes. Yeah. Your widest measurement is across there. 48 across. Now, I would say if you've got a standard machine, it will definitely fit in here. If I just open this up again so you can see the machine we've got in here. I've got a machine. Actually, I don't know if it's the same model. It's very similar to this one. So I know that would fit in there. But I also have a larger machine that, you know, comes with all the extra bits and pieces, which probably wouldn't fit in there. But a standard machine, and if you've got those dimensions, absolutely beautiful. Lots of us have got more than one machine. I heard that the other day. Somebody who was telling me the other day they've got 8 machines. 8 machines! Woo! Don't know why. Don't know why. It's just greedy. £31 saving on this. £31 saving. It's huge, isn't it? 18.99 871 617 is the item number. Oh, another favourite. I really, really like this. I just adore the colour scheme and the fabric, and it's so well finished again. How pretty is this lilac colour? Doesn't it complement those blues and greens so beautifully? So you've got your twin lid, and it's twin lid because you've got 2 of them. They're the same size as well. They're made to go together, of course. They shut down beautifully. I have discovered something, though, unless it was just me not putting things in right, that you have to get the tray a certain way around. I'm just going to test that out, actually. Yes, do you know what it is? Because if you go one way, because of the hinges, it's interfering, so make sure you've got the tray in the right way. But that tray, very, very useful because you've got those compartments in there. You've got a very large open box at the bottom as well to store all sorts in. And then on the lid, you've got pockets and pin cushion in there as well. I really like the fact that this has got feet on it. Because if you're putting that onto a floor, even if it's a carpeted floor, that would start to wear. You know, it would start to wear the trim, or you might mark the carpet. The fact it's got feet on is going to protect everything. Very impressed with that. Really do like it a lot. 26 by 26 centimetres square is the size of the box, and 18 centimetres in height. Beautiful. 137552 is the item number you need for that one. Now we've got another little organiser, a little caddy for you here. Now this time it's not wood. You've got that fabric outer, you know, decorative outer lay there as well. I don't know if it is wood. And it's just coated inside out. It sounds like wood, doesn't it? It's got to be some sort of wood or ply or something in there. But you can see it's coated inside and out with fabric. It's almost a felt inside there. Really lovely design. A great price again, only £10.49. £9.50 is the saving. Oh, another good idea from the gallery, yes. Keep your fat quarters in there. You know, when you've got them and they're folded up and you can see exactly what you've got, I reckon you could still put a pair of scissors or something in there and your little tools. Use it for whatever you wish. Wonderful. 374809 is the item number. Then the wool bag. Oh, how many did we get? 11 massive balls of wool have gone into this. And just to prove again, I'm not going to get them all out, but look how big these balls of wool are. And we've got 11 in. If you haven't got so much to fill, though, of course, this inner bag, you could push that further down inside, but it allows you, look, it's extended that, I'd say, by a third. It does say wool on the front, but you could keep other things in there if you wanted to. You could decorate this bag further if you wanted. You could stitch onto it. I think that's what I'd do, actually. I think I'd make some flowers or something and decorate it, cover it with all sorts, butterflies. Now, you get something else as well. You get this, Craft, Sleep, Repeat. You could keep all sorts in there as well. It's quite a big little bag, this. I was going to say, well, it's much larger than your standard pencil case. Obviously, your needles, again, can go in there, your threads, rulers would go in there. Do you know, anything that you use for crafting? Again, it doesn't have to be for your soft craft. Yeah, your templates would be good, or your stencils maybe. Could keep those in there. Maybe just use it when you're travelling around, you want to protect anything. To me, that's just a bonus with that bag, because I'm so impressed with this. £15.99 is the price, an £8 saving, 862243 is the item number. Ah, the thimble pots, they make me smile, these. These beautiful rose gold in colour. They are like giant thimbles, aren't they? They look true thimble size for a giant. That would be the size of a giant's thumb. But you don't keep giant's thumbs in yours, no. You can put plants in there, you could put pens in there, you could put tools in there, you could put your bobbins in there, you could keep your knickknacks in there, you could even put those out, you know, and keep your keys and things like that in there. Definitely keep your thimbles in there. Maybe you've got a thimble collection. Ah, what better way to store your thimble collection than in a thimble? And you've got 2 of them as well. £13.99 is the price. Multi-buy if you've got lots of thimbles. £6 saving, 359005. Then the bobbin boxes. We've got 2 of them for you. Now, each contain 50 spools, so that's 100 spools in total. I love the fact they're coloured because you can have different types of thread on them and you won't lose them as easily, because normally you get clear ones, don't you? Now, something important, actually. Yeah, this is a good point. On our information, it says these work for both front-loading and drop-in machines, because there is a difference. I also like the fact that you've got two little, not drawers, what am I calling them? The lids. You've got one each side, so you don't have to open it and you've got all 50 all together. You've got 25 in one, 25 in the other. So that's very handy as well. So the fact that you've got two of these, as I say, 100 bobbins in total, 2 boxes. Do you know, even... Oh, no! That's what happens if you don't shut the clasp. Somebody's going to have fun. Oh, I'm being told, just walk away, walk away. Do you know, I did that on purpose. I did it on purpose because, just to prove, if these were clear bobbins, I wouldn't be able to find them. I wouldn't know where they were. You know, I'd be looking all over the floor and everywhere, but I can see exactly what I need to see here and put them all back in place. I think we might have lost 1 or 2 on the floor. It's like a puzzle. I feel like I'm doing happy puzzles now. This is a puzzle I'm doing. Let's see, are we missing any? Look how quick you can put them away when you drop them. There's a green and 2 orange ones missing. They must be on the floor. Right. I will find them. If you put the clasp shut like that, look, you see they don't fall out if you do it properly. $11.99 for both of us. We will find the missing spools, otherwise I'll be in trouble. 755779 is the item number. I better watch where I'm standing now as well, you might hear a crunch. Let's remind you about that sewing tidy as well. In fact, before that, we've got these as well, these beautiful storage boxes, all 3 of them, $17.99, a £6 saving. And they are foldable. You can see in the centre, if you look at the width, you can see that line where they fold in, and you can carry them very easily as well if you want to move them around. All 3, you don't have to choose for that price until 10 o'clock, then that price is going up to $23.99. 025317 is the item number. I'm scouring the floor now for bobbins, so I don't stand on them. Let's remind you about our box. It's another one of my little favourites, this. I would actually decorate this one because it's a pine. I think you could really go to town with it, and it's certainly not just for your sewing needs again. Do you know, even little crayons and pencils could be kept in there, couldn't it? You could make your own sort of artist little toolbox there. It does open out. You've got really good storage inside as well as in the lids there, and then you've got that separate drawer at the bottom as well. Very nice indeed. Love it. There we are, let's just fold that away while I give you the details. $19.99 for this one. We've got the dimensions for you as well. So the depth is 17 centimetres. The width, so the larger width here, is 29 centimetres. And the height is 18, so a really nice size. Look, it's a lovely little box to carry around, isn't it? Do like that. Then we've got the cross-stitch trinket boxes. These are such a good idea. You do get 2, you get them both of them, made of plywood. Let me just take away the label again so I can show you. The lid does fit beautifully as well. So they're not heavyweight boxes, these. You can easily decorate them, put little gifts in there. Now the top of the box, even though that is made of the wood as well, it is a proper area that you can do your cross-stitch. If you compare it to your fabric, it's an 8 count, so you've got 8 holes per inch. So you can decide what designs. Do you know, if you've got patterns already, just use one of those patterns, even if it's a smaller count on your pattern, as long as, you know, you check that you've got enough room, it'll just come out larger. I still think, you know, to gift those to somebody, put some threads in there, some needles in there, make a whole kit, maybe a little pattern for them to create, or just let them decide what they want to do with it. Both of those there, 553499 is the item number. Just as I pop that back together, we're going to go to our video, which is coming up, which is to remind you how Flexi works as well. Maybe you need this.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly flexi-buy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
I think I need that flexi basket. Looking down the counter, all the things I would go for here. This is included as well. Let me just remind you, being happy hour, you've got less than 15 minutes left. It's up there, isn't it? That's the clock. That's what you've got left to be able to get these prices. This particular one has been so busy. We've had, do you know, we've had such busy items across the show, but this has been one of the stars of the show. I'm not surprised though. I just think it looks the part. It looks beautiful. You'd have that on display. You'd be proud to put your knitting needles in there if that's what you're using it for. But you could put other things in there as well. It could be a little keepsake box. Just want to prove to you again, it looks just as nice all the way around, apart from the bits that we have got on our counter here, which I'm brushing away. Ah, Kirsty, I think she's feeling rather romantic. She's come with another great Valentine's idea. What about gifting a beautiful rose in there for Valentine's? That is a really nice idea. Then you've got the rose, which is a lovely gift in itself, but the box to keep afterwards as well. Oh, if anybody's watching that, you can pinch that idea. That was our Kirsty's. Love that. £10.99 is the price on this one, a £5 saving. Go for more than one if you wish, but I can tell you we've been very busy on that. 892767 is the item number. Stay with Millward because that's the brand. Another one that's been very busy. I am not surprised. I just love this. I still can't get over these lovely corners. I love the fact that they're not squared corners, that they're rounded off for you. They just look so nice, don't they, as well? But it's safety, that's the thing. It's a safety thing. Actually even notice that. Look at the handle. You've even got those lovely curved handles as well, so the handle's not sharp and pointed either. Very busy on this one, £10.49. This is less than half price because you're saving £14.50. Use that for whatever you wish. I do think in the kitchen that's going to be very handy as well. 562291 is the item number. There's all sorts you can put in there. It doesn't have to even be tools. It could be whatever you wish. A really good size as well. If you are going for that one though, please go for this one as well. I just think they need to be kept together. Can I do what I did before? Look. Sit one on top of the other. Isn't that nice how it steps up? It does look lovely, doesn't it? And it saves space on your worktop. And all you've got to do is just lift one away from the other. So let's lift the lid up on this one again so you can see the storage box inside. There it is. Those beautiful rounded corners again. Then you've got the drawer with the magnetic fastenings on there as well. So if you were to tilt this, or maybe if you're putting your car, if you were travelling, and things do move about in your car, so your drawer's not going to fall out. All your bobbins are going to stay in there. That's what you've got in there. Let me just prove that point again. Look, it's not going anywhere, is it? £23.99, a £14 saving on this one, 488654. Love it. Then we have our little knitting, or, well, it doesn't have to be knitting. You could put your magazines in there. I wouldn't overload it and put too much weight in there, but you certainly could store other things in there as well. Beautiful that these fold flat as well, so you can pop these away if you're not using them. They'll just slide down the side of the sofa or next to a cupboard or something, wouldn't they? Or under a bed or anything like that. £12.99. You've got two different choices. So this is the Swan Pebble. And we were, Cactus Hold Down. We've got single figures left of this one. So if you want to go for that, then you need to be quick on it. £12.99 and £9 saving, 950872. Do you know what? My sofa, I've got quite a really large sofa actually, and I dread the day when I have to get rid of it because me and the 4 dogs love it. We all share it together. But there's a little space down one side in between that, and I've got kind of a built-in area where the logs for my fire go, and that is just the perfect size to tuck it in between. And I often look at that space and think, I need to find something that'll fit in there. Do you know, that would be perfect because I'm doing a lot of my crocheting at the moment, and the fact that I'm not using it, fold it away like that. But you know what, I'd be just as proud to have that stood out on show. You don't even need to hide it, do you? 950872 is the item number. I bet everybody's got a little area that would fit. Now, the sewing bag. Oh, this has been very busy. Do you know, if you've even already got a sewing machine bag, I think you want to go for this one because it's just so bright and cheerful, isn't it? Those lovely birds. That's the fabric there. You have got pockets. You've got a pocket on the front there. It's a nice deep pocket in there as well. Let me just open this up again. You've got tabs at the side. And you're probably thinking, well, what are they for? Well, actually, they're quite important because when you're unzipping and zipping, if you hold onto the tab, it keeps the tension taut on the fabric, which means it zips better. There you go. Yeah, less likely to break your zips, although they're very good zips on here, I've got to say. Opening up here, this is the side this time, look, with the pockets that are open. If I spin this around, you've got a pocket with a zip on internally. It's a nice lining in this as well, actually. Really good lining. Reinforced handles. Oh, there's something else I didn't check. Oh, yes. Look. Feet. Feet, so it's going to protect your floor, it's going to protect your bag, because you don't want to wear a hole in the bottom of your bag, do you? See, that shows quality again. That's what I like. They're the little things that I check. $18.99 is the price on this. This, I've got to tell you, is the biggest saving on the Happy Hour show. £31 saving. 871-617. In fact, I'm going to say to you, at $18.99, even if you wanted to make one of these yourself, you'd pay that for the fabric and more, wouldn't you? And then you've got your zips, you've got your lining, you've got your sewing. Oh, just lovely as it is, isn't it? Do grab a bargain. 871-617. Then you want something nice to keep your sewing needs in, don't you? I mean, you could put other things in here again, but I definitely would keep this as a sewing basket. You've got your pin cushion on the top there. You've got your little elasticated pockets, so you can keep bits and pieces in there, maybe safety pins or something like that. You've got another nice elasticated pocket at this side. It's actually split into 2 compartments there as well. You've got your tray in the centre. Make sure you get this in the right way so the hinges don't catch on it, because it's not quite square. So there's a definite way you put that in there. And then you have got that beautiful lined box at the bottom as well. And I know you've got feet on this one. There you are. And those handles, everything's so beautifully colour coordinated. A nice sturdy box as well, very easy to carry around the home or take away with you again if you want to, if you can travel at some point. $15.99, £16 saving, and that another half price deal, 137,552. Very quickly, our next little caddy, very sturdy indeed. Goodbye for this one as well, only $10.49. $9.50 is your saving on this one, 374,809. Again, multi-buy if you wish, and don't just think for your sewing needs. I was quick with that because I want to get back to the wool. I just love this. I think this is brilliant. Joe, you could keep dogs' toys and things in there, couldn't you, as well? You know, if they've got lots of balls and things, and you keep adding to it, because the bag extends with the more you put in there, because you can fold that black area away inside and sort of pull it close if you want to. But to me, that, I haven't measured it, but it looks as though you're getting a good third extra with that lining if you extend it. And you get this as well, which is very handy. It's got a zip on it, it's got a lovely little tassel on it as well. Cross sleep and repeat. Yeah, maybe keep all your offcuts. Do you know what I'd keep in there, actually? I'd keep things like my stitch markers, my stitch counter, tape measure, all the essential little accessories. That's if I was using this bag for wool and yarn and that sort of thing. But if I was using it for something else, well, you've got options, haven't you? You can split them down, use them separately. What about your fabric pens could go in there? It's like a giant pencil case. Keep your patterns. Oh, I know what I keep in there as well. My templates for quilting. Yes, Andy from Crafty UK, they would go in there. I so want to get it. I didn't get it the other day. I'm kicking myself now. I hope it's still on the website. I want the bunting template. Oh, and the elephant. I want the elephant, the little elephant where the whole... Oh, I've got to get it. I've got to look so it's there. I'm trying to save money, but I just can't help it. Then we have our thimble pots. Now, these can be used for storage for anything. You're getting both of these, and these are rose gold as well. $13.99, a £6 saving on these. Item number 359005. Great gifts. And I'm not going to open the lids this time, but we have found all of the bobbins. And you get 2 of these boxes. They hold 50 bobbins each, so 100 bobbins in total. $11.99, £4 saving, 755 779. Another great buy. Very quickly, so I know I haven't got time to go back over, but check out the other sewing box we've got, or the other little box, the wooden box we've got, and also, of course, the cross-stitch trinket boxes. Do have a look at those. You've still got a few minutes. You've got just over 5 minutes to get these prices. Then those prices will definitely go back up. Treat yourself, treat your family. whoever you're crafting with, or whether, you know, just whatever you want to use them for, we've got quality items on this hour. So I enjoyed the hour, actually. It's lovely to have such nice items. Thank you for staying with me throughout the hour. More coming up. See you soon. Bye-bye. That was the final live hour, but we're back with Phill next Sentimentally Yours One Day special, then Crafty Devil's Happy Hour to follow, and then we've got Funky Fossil's second birthday.
Hi, we're the team from Daisy Bee Stamps. My name's Nina, this is Josie, and this is my dad Roy, and we design and manufacture our very own polymer stamps. So we wanted to add an extra element to our stamp collection, and this was down to Josie using her iPad and hand drawing the amazing sentiments that we now have in our collection. All our designs complement each other so that you can use them again and again to create something new. So make sure you don't miss the Daisy Bee shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Charmaine from Dolly Dimples, and I've been crafting since I was a little girl, and I have a massive passion for anything crafty related. Dolly Dimples is a fictional